Oh, the YouTube comments are always a fucking disaster. Like, never, ever read the comments on YouTube.
You heard her, boys. She thinks that you guys are a disaster. This is No Jumper, the coolest podcast in the world, and this is Adam22, and I'm here with my man, Robesman.
Let's get to it, bruh.
He brought along some babes today, so maybe you can help us out by introducing our guest.
This is Phiphi BB, a.k.a. Afia.
Uh-huh.
It's me.
This is Darth Lux, a.k.a. DJ Laura Lux.
Mm-hmm. Hi.
This podcast is brought to you by Rose.
Rose.
And we're going to do a little cheers right now. We're keeping it classy than this one.
People think I'm sponsored by Red Bull now because I've been drinking these free ones that they gave us certain minutes, so I'm going to have this out.
If they're free, you're sponsored. Cheers.
Cheers.
Very nice. Very classy. This is probably the nicest alcohol that anybody's brought to the podcast, including the time that I brought Grey Goose for Gangsta Boo.
This is a $26 bottle I got from Gelson's about a half an hour ago.
Okay, never mind. I thought.
Don't want to flex or nothing. You know what I'm saying?
I think I paid more than you, yeah. Right. So, Robesman, tell us how you met Phiphi over here.
Oh, are we going to do the story?
Yeah, let's hear it. Isn't that what we should start with?
Yeah.
You tell it.
Go in.
It's a beautiful story.
We met on Raya. Raya is a dating app, I guess, but it's also a networking app.
I think it's more for networking.
There is a section for just like check this for networking.
So this is a high-end dating app.
They wouldn't approve me.
Well, okay, hold on.
And we're going to get into that as well. Yeah.
Are you in?
God.
You're not in yet either.
I haven't tried, no.
I think it's the tattoos.
I've been denied
I
from
have
both of my Instagrams.
Like so many girlfriends who have like a lot of tattoos and they haven't been, but they have like way more followers than anyone else.
By Raya.
Raya.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've tried with
want.
both my accounts and they won't let me in.
Really?
And she has like a shit ton of followers.
Yeah, she has 700,000 Instagram followers, boys out there.
I think it's a little more now.
And that to me,
wait, go ahead.
I'm just astonished by the fact that you didn't get it led on with. I mean, I would say that in the overall spectrum of attractive women, that you even if she was not like your type, you would still have to admit that she is in the upper. I know it's not you, yeah, but I'm just saying it doesn't feel
would
right.
have definitely approved.
Look, like, what is so different about you two that she would get rejected and you would be allowed in?
Listen, everybody at this table, you guys,
point.
everybody here combines for 1.3 million Instagram followers.
Wow.
We got
Flex.
713,000. We got 85,000. You got 51,000. You got other accounts with like 175, 273. Like you're, on.
How much
shit.
do you have?
I'm coming in with a strong 1.5K. It's like a healthy.
You can still count them one by one, like as they go up. Like you don't have a K at the end. That's pretty. You got to savor that for the next 8,500 or so.
I'm sus. So people don't follow me.
I feel like you have a very strong Twitter presence, but you don't excel on Instagram.
well,
what is that?
Guys have it so much harder.
None of us really are
He's
over
funny.
100K on Twitter. Nobody here.
No, I'm just clocked in around the 40K mark.
I'm on 67,000, I think.
I've been grinding so hard for the Twitter. Twitter is just my art
Instagram's
form.
for hot people. You guys are hot.
Instagram's for
I'm a
hot people.
creature. So.
And every girl has the cheat code to being popular on Instagram. Not every girl, but a lot. Like with us, if we were to post like revealing like shots where you could see our dick through our underwear, like it wouldn't work.
It would. Have you seen the game?
No, what's that?
The game.
Like the game, the
rapper.
rapper.
Oh, the rapper. You're right. Yeah,
His
yeah.
meat print?
I thought you were saying
When
like
he
a movie.
hashtags meat print.
He used
It's
that
a
hashtag.
very large meat print.
Wow,
Yes.
that is so fantastic to
He
me.
one time.
He's got a lot going on down there.
Yeah, like he one time had his whole caption setting was like, "Ooh, girl, like I'll put a silk thing down for your hair so it doesn't get tangled." All hashtagged.
Really?
Yeah, it was a good one.
It's like
legendary.
He has a strange understanding of what hashtags are supposed to do.
It was really legendary though. It's like, "Put your hair down, girl.
That's
Come back
tight.
over
Are
here."
you
when
guys
you're
into the
done
game?
from
Are you attracted to him as a rapper?
Not my type.
Is that a good presence or is it just funny?
It's just funny. Like for me, it was like, haha, that's so crazy.
I don't know
Yeah,
if
I mean, I
could get
don't
away
look
with
at that and think like, oh, that's so hot. Like I don't.
Like I don't follow him, so he
Yeah,
might not
neither do
follow.
I don't follow him either.
I don't follow him either.
Even
but
before the dick.
But
Before
you
the
might
meat
now.
print.
Even when he was just a rapper,
It's
I
an
still.
impressive meat print though.
It
That's
did
what
look
I'm
big,
saying.
yeah. You brought a couple of size queens through here. They're already bringing up that they like, that size matters.
So this is how we met.
He just
Like,
leaves that topic alone.
we matched on Raya,
Okay.
and for some reason I said something like, I want you to dye my hair.
That's how I started it. Like, oh, will you dye my hair?
Right.
I was
And
like,
then she was
yeah.
cool. And then like that Friday there was a Chief Keef concert.
Okay.
And I was like, all right, I'm just gonna take a shot. I had like
and you
a
asked
plan.
her like, hey, you want to go to this Chief Keef?
He like made it sound super cool though. He's like, do you want to go to Chief Keef, laser tag, arcade,
Oh my
hologram show?
That's what it was
And then
billed
he
as.
said, respond if you're not scared.
Wow.
That's what it got me
shit.
though. The respond if you're not scared.
Hey,
So I was like, I'm not scared.
is Raya like you have to match? Does she have to message you first, or is it?
No.
it's not
No,
like
that's
that?
Bumble.
Yeah,
Fair
yeah.
game.
But
That
wow.
I don't like that on Bumble. That shit's stupid to me. I don't want to have to talk to you.
I like
not
it
the
because it's
natural
cool
order
that
of
the
things.
girl has to go out of her way. It kind of flips.
I
the
literally
whole
just
dilemma.
send all the guys like a fry emoji.
Right.
And
So-
that's it.
So you're on every dating
Just
network,
it's mainly for boredom.
Bumble and Tinder and Raya. But don't you have to pay for Raya? Is it? I'm kind of.
He's got the plug. He didn't have to
Okay.
pay for it.
I know
Really?
the guy who invented it. Shout out Daniel Gendelman.
Well, can you please get me hooked up?
I don't know
He's gonna
what
hear
this.
this.
Apparently, I'm
He's
not
gonna be
allowed
like,
on there.
"Whoa."
That's super fucked up. If you can't, if you could like cheat your friends through it, like
When it started, it was like they couldn't get people on it. They were just like, okay, you're in free for life, or whatever.
Right.
Next thing you know, it's like I'm swiping and it's like Ruby Rose is on there.
But do you believe that she's really using it?
Maybe just to look at people.
From your perspective, what are the requirements of being on it? Like,
What they first told me it was like Raya is going to be a curated social networking dating kind of thing for creatives,
okay,
and I was like, all right.
I was getting the vibe that it's more for like hot, popular people.
You're a DJ.
That's
like
pretty
you
creative.
should be on there over us. So I don't know. I think maybe like they also have you see girls on there that are like,
I don't see
maybe
the
you're too
girls.
popping to be on there.
I don't know. They put me on a waiting list, and I just never got off it. Like I was on a waiting list for like 2 or 3 months, and
But
then I
you-
eventually deleted the app because I was like,
You're not
"Fuck you
tatted
guys."
up though, right?
I have no tats.
See, that might be part of it. I think it might
But
be
Ruby
the tat.
Rose is on there.
But so many dudes
those are
have like
super
they're covered in
famous.
tattoos.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
showing in their photos. It's not like they're hiding it.
See, that's what's fucked up, and that's what I feel like is gonna happen to them. Is remember when it was like Abercrombie wouldn't let like a fat Asian girl work there? To me, that is what's gonna happen with this, because at some point it's gonna be proven like, oh, you let a significant, like a 20% lower percentage of black people on, or
No,
fat people, or whatever, and it's gonna be a whole lawsuit. I feel like if it really catches on, I don't know.
You'll see everybody on there in a weird way. You'll see like the weirdest things, but it's like I think they're trying to go towards like weird Tumblr art girls kind of.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I scrolled through on my friends, and it's like definitely like a mixture of guys. Like they're not all like really hot or anything.
But some of them are covered in tattoos.
So,
Well, what about like?
And some of them like don't have that many followers.
Yo,
so.
But do you ever see like a
But they
60-year-old
have the
man?
plug, so
The
it's
last
fine.
the last
I've
video we did.
never
was
seen
I
that.
don't have it up that
Oh.
high. My
Oh,
like limit's
right, right, right.
35.
But like, if you're a 60-year-old dude, what do you have to do to be on there? Do you have to be like really
You have to be like
hot?
you have to be famous and made like a shit ton of movies.
But
or
do
something.
the Instagram followers really matter? It's like a real thing where you have
Apparently
to.
not.
Apparently not over here, but I don't know. Like, if you're like a fly
Listen,
Foot
I
Locker
think they're
manager,
flexing on you, so you talk about it more and get mad and give them more publicity.
that's what we actually said. Like we thought they
Yeah.
were like just like throwing shade or something and trying to like.
You don't need it. Why would you need it? your Instagram's a
I
riot.
mean, like you say that, but it's like it's really different meeting someone on something like Raya, whereas you meet them on Instagram.
True.
Like if someone slid in a DM, it's probably gonna not happen. At
I
all.
would never date anyone from my Instagram.
That's what I was
mean,
going to ask you guys.
But it's different if like we match on Raya and it's like, oh yeah, like I've actually like I follow your Instagram, like oh that's actually kind of cool, I guess, because it's like I feel like it's not as creepy.
Yeah,
Whereas
when
like,
a
if you're
guy
coming
just like
on my
slides
Instagram or Twitter, it's like
Yeah, when a guy slides in your DMs on your Instagram, you get so many of them every single day that
Yeah.
you just don't
You can't
even
do it,
we had
really.
right?
somebody today. It was like, do you want to do this jewelry? I'll pay you $1,500 for whatever you want. Oh, you let me see your dick. Let's fuck.
And
I'm
so-
like,
Yeah.
so is like the jewelry
you
or
wanted to
the
see your dick?
the money making
It's huge.
opportunities
tell
are
everyone how big it is.
the money making opportunities are a lot more. Those seem cooler than the dick options. You're saying?
Definitely.
Yeah.
But typically it's not real. It's like, oh, I'll pay you to model this. And then it's like, okay, what's the rate? And they're like,
Yeah, they're just.
Oh,
full
it's
of
like the
shit,
message
yeah.
I got today from some guy who's like, "Hi, just wondering if you're interested in modeling for Armani." And I was like, "Bro, if you're gonna make up a fake modeling thing to try and like swindle girls,
Exchange.
at least come up with something fucking realistic, because
Right.
Armani aren't hiring curvy girls with fucking blue hair and tattoos."
Question.
Like- That
makes sense to me.
If you meet a guy in real life and you're cool and you're vibing with him and you find out that he follows you on Instagram, is that
Already.
a turnoff that he already follows you?
Because you're in a very unique
'Cause you have-
perspective. Yeah.
I have a story for this one, but I'll let her
700,000.
go.
Honestly, it depends on how much I was into him.
So if it's borderline, it might take it down.
Yeah. If it was someone where I was kind of like, he's okay, and then he was like, hey, so I follow you on Instagram, I'd be like, ugh, bye. But if it was someone that, I was like, oh my God, he's like the hottest guy I've ever seen, then I'd be like, wow, that's so cool, he follows me. So yeah, it's definitely, it would...
It shows that he's appreciative of great beauty, right? Like, wouldn't you rather he be following you than like a bunch of chicks that look nothing like you?
Ugly, corny guys don't follow hot girls.
Yeah, because I figured that like if a chick has more than like 50 or 100K or whatever, then it's like I don't like doing the DM thing because I feel like it's never gonna work. There's no way, because like with me, like I barely look at my fucking DMs and I'm not really like responding to people that much because it's just annoying.
You're throwing a message in a bottle into the sea, basically.
Well, that's fine. Yeah, that is exactly what it
Basically.
is. Yeah.
Like you could have a DM from Calvin Harris right now and probably not know about it.
Yeah, I mean, I read all...
You do read
I read
them?
them all.
I read all my DMs.
I could barely read them, but I feel like for you it would be really annoying.
They're about to get 10 times worse. She reads them all.
Yeah, I do know. I actually do read basically every DM that I receive, I do open it and read.
Okay.
Why? Just in case?
Just because, like, sometimes they are, like,
Companies,
business offers.
yeah.
Like, for every annoying, hey, let's get married from a stranger and here's my dick, like, for every 10 messages you get like that, you'll get one from someone who's saying, hey, I am legit and I want to pay you a lot of money to promote this product. So,
Right.
or, there are people who want to hire you to potentially want to talk to you about working at a club or something. So,
Right.
it's like, it's worth it for me to actually spend the time to go through them. But
Now, let me ask you, does it actually bother you when you open your DMs and you see a penis of a stranger on there? Or is it more just that it bothers you that he thinks that it's okay to do this? Because for the people
The
who don't know out
latter.
there, she has had a BuzzFeed video that went kind of viral a couple of days ago or like a week ago, basically about the topic of guys sending her unrequested penis photos. And then you guys both do this, I'm assuming? You get revenge. You send it to their women, their girlfriends.
I've tried, but they're usually people that have like already know that like her and Emily do it.
Okay.
Is it
So they're like just
revenge?
messing with me now,
Or
and
is
they're
it
like,
justice?
oh, like will she try to find someone
Right.
to send this back to?
Emily Sears, who's part of your little
Yeah,
like,
she's
hot
like
girl crew.
she's,
yeah.
yeah.
Is she the leader?
And I wouldn't say anyone's a leader.
Oh, damn. Sorry, Emily.
Yeah.
Socialist Instagram hottie crew.
Like she honestly would be like,
I know.
no.
I'm just joking.
No, she literally. Would be
Yeah,
like,
no, I don't think we have a leader. I think
We're all, like, so
I think we all
different,
lead in
too.
different things.
Everyone thinks I'm Australian though, because I'm best friends with them.
Right.
Like they'll
okay.
comment on my Instagram, like,
Did
oh my
you
god, I
guys
love
link
Australian
online?
girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, we met through. So Laura and I met through this Facebook group that we're in, and it's all women.
Right.
We call it a girl cult.
So it's not girls' night in, which is the one, or girls' night out.
was.
What? Oh, is it the same one?
So okay, the girls' night out,
Right.
and that's like really big.
Yeah, Girls
like
Night Out is just
20,000
a big
girls.
networking group with 20,000 girls in it.
It's like 20,000 girls. I was added to it when I was 19. So I'm
I've banged
23
like
now.
at least like 4 or 5 of them because I've
sure
seen
there's
I've
more.
seen these threads about me on there like one time. Yeah.
But where?
On Girls' Night In
Someone
or Girls'
showed
Night Out,
you?
whatever. Yeah, well, another girl showed me. She's like, "Oh, there's
Ooh,
this
who was
super."
it?
I'm not
Oh
gonna,
yeah, you have to tell us now because
Nah, I'll
I'm an
tell you later.
admin, so I have to like lay the smack
You're gonna
down.
get this girl in
It's
trouble.
my
Oh,
duty.
so that's a rule. No guys can see
You
it.
can't be showing people that.
Oh, you want?
Yeah,
That's
it's
why
a-
there's girl cult, because it's smaller. It's only
Okay.
like 1,600 girls.
You want to
and,
know
like,
who
we
it
all
was?
post
Because you
nudes
guys
in
probably
it.
know her name. From. Oh boy, I was just seeing that look on her face.
She showed you?
Huh? No, I just like banged her like 10 years ago or something. So
And someone showed you.
well, I don't know. It was something about her that she said something about me. I don't know.
Did
Why?
she say something
Is that
bad or
weird?
good? Is it
Yeah,
normally
I thought
bad?
you said
bad.
she
I love
was
her
the one
so
that.
much.
Yeah,
This
we're
is
really
so
good friends
funny.
with her.
Oh, you're friends with her. Oh, she
Yeah.
don't like me anymore. I don't think.
It's a
Yeah.
girl cult.
I haven't
We were
talked to
like-
her in like forever, but I mean,
Hit us up.
no. God damn it! Now I gotta bleep that out too.
Yeah, I thought you were
shouldn't
saying
have said
she
it.
was the one that showed you, and I was like,
That's why I was like
that
shocked. I
doesn't
was like,
seem right.
No, it was another girl who showed me that was like a super normie that you probably wouldn't know, and she showed me something that she said about me.
Yeah,
on
no,
a
we
long
need
time
to know
ago
the
or
name of
something.
who showed you so that I can.
But she's a loser.
Yeah, but then I can kick her out of the group.
Well, this is a long time ago, and now I'm definitely not going to tell you because I haven't
This
looked
feels
at her.
like
or heard
Mean
about-
Girls, like on Thursdays we wear pink or whatever.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not though. It's like it's the opposite of Mean Girls because it's like we are so supportive of each other. Like there's absolutely no bitchiness tolerated in there. Like it's really, really, it's like really, I guess, empowering for girls. Like it's not bitchy, it's not cliquey. It's just like, hey, we have this group of 1,800 girls, and we can confide in each other about anything. And if someone does leak something, like say if I posted something about you and then someone
Which
else,
you probably will after this.
I might,
Okay.
which someone else like screenshot and then showed to you, then that girl will get kicked out of the group
Okay.
because it's very strict. Like you're not allowed to share the information with
Right.
guys.
Well,
Let me
that's
ask
good,
a question. Let me ask a question about body positivity. Okay.
That's why I'm so glad we're together, because that is something I would never say.
Well, okay. Dick pics unsolicited are bad. What if a guy hit you up and was like, "Hey, I'm really self-conscious about my dick, and is it okay if I show it to you and you give me some positivity on it?"
I get
That's
those
fine.
messages.
Are you
But if
serious?
it was
Really?
a stranger, no. Like I think like I like dick pics. Like I'm a.
Yeah.
Do you really? Okay.
If it's a dude I'm talking
Well, if it's a
to.
guy
Oh,
that you're
okay,
into,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, okay.
If I'm into
okay.
that dude, that's totally fine.
The
But that's,
stranger
like,
part is the
that's
interesting
the
part.
thing.
Yeah.
It's the
Yeah.
unsolicited part.
Okay.
Right.
When they don't ask
It's like,
permission.
yo, can I stab your eyes for a second without but ask me first.
Right.
Though it's not necessarily, it's not always just stranger. It's any guy that you haven't sort of explicitly expressed any interest in
Yeah,
seeing
yeah.
it. Like I got a dick pic probably about a year ago, and it was from this guy that I actually can't remember. I think I may have slept with him about 5 years ago.
Whoa, you can't remember.
Damn.
We got to find out her number
Actually,
now.
I don't know if I did. I feel like I might have, but I'm not really
Laura's
sure.
a
Are you in the hundreds in your list? Your
No,
body
it wouldn't
count?
quite be hundreds.
Oh, okay.
But no, actually, it was.
98.
Sorry, this would have been more
99.
like. This would have been more like 10 years ago.
Okay.
So this was like 10 years ago. I feel like I probably did. I might have. I'm not sure. I think I did. But anyway,
Guys, there's a chance for anybody
Wait.
out there. There's a chance.
Yeah.
'Cause she's forgetting dudes.
How old are you?
You could be that forgettable guy.
Can we ask that?
a mystery.
Okay. Yeah.
Because like Fee is like 17, low key.
How old are you?
I just turned 18. I met him in September?
You're 23.
23.
Okay.
It's my Jumpman year.
So what do you do for money? Well, we're still talking the Facebook group. Or what do you guys both do for your day jobs, if you have them?
I have my own business.
Doing what?
Walking dogs.
Nice.
At your leisure.
Oh, that's what it's called? At
Yeah.
your leisure?
Leisure, like a leash. Get it?
Yeah. No, I get it. I kind of wish you didn't explain it there. That was tight. What do you do for
drop the air
non-Instagram
horn.
employment?
I'm a DJ.
You're a DJ, right?
Yeah. I mean, right now I'm not really doing anything.
Can we talk about the business of making money off of your Instagram poppiness? Or
I really wanted the air horn.
You want me to hold
actually,
back
Did
on
we
that?
finish that question about the body positivity? It was like you just got to get
Oh,
permission.
Right, the dicks,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
So this guy that I may or may not have slept with, probably eight or
Right, there
9
you
years
go.
ago.
That's where we were.
Adam's high.
He
Adam's high as
sent
fuck, yeah.
me a dick pic randomly. I haven't spoken to this guy in
okay.
probably 8 years, and
Something
he
about you, yeah.
DM'd me a dick pic.
Just look at
And
my
I was
dick.
just like,
Guys
oh
wanna
my
show
God,
you.
this is Fabian. What the fuck? And I looked him up on Facebook and I realized he had a long-term girlfriend that he'd been with for like 5 years.
he's the one you
And
ratted
I
out.
had like fucking 25 mutual friends with both of them. And I was like, dude, if you're going to send a girl a dick pic, don't do it with someone who's got
Yeah.
25 mutual friends with your girlfriend.
Right.
So I ended up posting on my personal Facebook about it and everyone was like, oh my God, we're friends with her. And I was like, well, here's a screenshot. Like, you might want to let her know
Right.
that this is what her boyfriend is doing. And they all told her. And then someone actually sent me a message maybe a week ago saying that they just got engaged. So I guess she didn't really.
So it didn't really matter.
Nope. She just got back together with him.
See, this is really interesting to me because that is kind of like the girl code, is that if a dude is sending out dick pics or something, you got to tell another girl.
Wait.
Okay.
The goal of guys on the internet is to become so popping you get unsolicited nudes. But when girls become so popping and they get them, they hate them. But it also is a sign that you're popping.
For a dude to get unsolicited
from
nudes,
Mars,
you have
women
to
are
be
from Venus.
so popping. Like, I feel like I'm popping whatever, but I don't really get like unsolicited.
I've
nudes.
gotten
I get
unsolicited-
unsolicited hoes sending me like,
Who
"Hi,
do
how
you
you
think
doing?"
gets unsolicited nudes then?
I don't,
Me.
like really, really hot guys.
Calvin
I don't think I'm
Harris.
hot enough. Yeah,
Should we
yeah.
send him one?
Skinny
Let's
18-year-old
send Calvin
guys.
Harris nudes right now.
Let's all together. Group nude.
A group nude. You ever do that?
Oh my God.
The
I
only
mean, I
times-
would just send tits. I wouldn't send like vag or anything.
That's a whole nother
But I
level.
could,
I
like,
completely agree
yeah.
with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You never found a tit that smelled bad.
Sir.
Well, it's true.
I'm trying to keep
Sir.
this
He said,
podcast
sir.
classy.
I'm just saying. I mean, I just don't think
I
that-
like Taylor Swift too much to send her boyfriend
Okay,
nudes.
yeah,
I
good
respect
point.
her
Sorry.
too much
Right,
to
you're
send
right.
him
Is she
nudes.
still with him?
Yeah, they're still
thought they broke
together.
up.
I think so.
Thank God.
Do you need a freshener?
Yes. What was I just saying?
I'm
that
sorry,
you-
I drink really fast.
You interrupted me real quick for a second there. I forget what it was.
I'm sorry about that.
I was saying something that I think was going to be kind of good.
Write in the comments what he was just saying. Yo, also in the comments of the last podcast, someone said that I look like the Grinch.
Oh, that was funny. Yeah.
So in the comments, if you think I look like the Grinch, write Grinch69. Thank you.
Yeah. Hashtag Grinch.
What were you
69.
saying?
I don't know. I want to talk about that business of making money.
Oh,
off
yeah,
Instagram
yeah.
As a babe. Or a question that you wrote that I really liked was, did you actively decide to become popular on Instagram?
Yes. Do you have to like one day be like, you know what? I'm going for it. I'm going for it on Instagram, or does it kind of slowly start rolling and then you go, or?
See, for me, I was like 19 and I was like newly single, and that's
Right.
I think people liked that I didn't have a boyfriend or something.
So your boyfriend had kept you from being kind of thoughty on the internet prior
Not
to this?
thoughty. I don't like that word, but not
Thoughty
thoughty.
doesn't work? Okay.
Well, when you're going through a breakup, don't you go harder on Instagram to kind of like
No,
get it out?
I'm usually just like sad for a second. I don't really.
During the breakup?
Do you realize I've been
I just like
single?
order pizza all the time and then just like, I'm so sad.
But then, so you're eating pizza, but then you're also like, I'm going to show off my body. I'm going to show that I have I have control over
I've
my
actually
body.
never been through an Instagram breakup because I have been single for longer than Instagram has existed.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Why are
that's
you
really
so afraid of
interesting.
relationships?
I just haven't met the right person, I guess.
Have you been hurt?
No, not really.
Really? But
No, I'm not.
it's kind of hard to hurt her. She's just
Yeah, I'm pretty.
You're too tough?
I just don't really care.
Good childhood?
Yeah.
But what would it
Great
take to?
childhood.
What
yeah,
would it
great.
take?
I've got great parents, good
Okay.
childhood.
There's got to be one guy that like has been the one who's the closest to locking you down since Instagram came out or whatever.
Calvin Harris.
And what was
Obviously
it?
Calvin
What
Harris.
was it about him that came up short that you just? It was like, no, you're not boyfriend material. You're close, but you're not boyfriend material.
I have no idea.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. It's been a really long time since I've even been involved
6 years
with anyone.
single. 6 years?
Close to 6 years, yeah.
Wow.
But dates, kind of.
Yeah, there's been guys that I've been like, kind of seeing,
Mm-hmm.
but never anything that's, gone completely serious.
Did you get a lot of followers to protect yourself from a relationship?
I don't think so.
That's how I feel I'm doing.
I
now.
don't think so. I mean, I guess part of the reason is because for the last 6 years, I have been living in Australia, but knowing that I wanted to move to LA.
So how long have you
So
been out here?
I've only been living here for 8 months.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, it could be the fact that, I didn't want to commit to something in Australia that was going to distract me from my ultimate goal of moving here, and I didn't want to commit to anything here because fuck long distance. So, I don't know.
You're new to LA.
Yeah, relatively.
Yeah, that's fair.
Why'd you decide you wanted to be in
August,
LA?
That's
where all the opportunities are? You go out a lot?
Yeah.
You're,
much.
you're active? What, you
Too
go
much.
to nightclubs and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
The discotheques, as they say.
Do you have like a plug in the nightlife scene? Are you like the chick who's like at the table with like the 80-year-old man?
At the gay
like,
clubs, yeah.
At the gay clubs?
Yeah, I run the gay clubs.
Really?
like
is
the
that where-
unicorn of the gay clubs.
Do you DJ a lot of the gay clubs?
I used to. I don't anymore. I did
Really?
when I first moved here, but I decided I didn't really like DJing in them, so I'm moving into the straight world now.
You're moving to the straight world. What did you not like about all the gays?
I love the gay clubs to party in. I still go to them all the time. Just DJing in them, it was a very different scene to what I was used to.
Okay.
So
You got to play like different music, or you can't play your own?
It's more so like I was used to playing a 1 hour headline set.
Okay.
And then in the gay clubs, you basically play from the minute the club opens until it closes. So I was doing like 4 hour sets for,
Right.
1/8 of what I was getting paid to do an hour back in Australia.
Okay.
And then, I was expected to be a sound tech, and I was like, they were throwing shade at me because I didn't know how to fucking set up certain things. And I was like, I've never had to do this before. Like, I've
do
been
that.
a DJ for 5 years. I just walk in and I play. Like, I don't
I'm not
know.
also a sound tech. She's like, I'm a DJ.
Yeah, I'm not a sound tech. Like
Are you
that.
are you exclusively heterosexual?
Yes,
Okay.
I
No
actually am.
no girls allowed.
No.
What about you? No girls.
I like making out with girls, but I've never.
I like tits. I love.
Prove
I can
it.
appreciate. I can appreciate boobs. I can enjoy looking at a naked girl, but
But do you like fake boobs or real boobs?
Either.
I like them all.
Either or.
Yeah.
Girls are tight because they can be like fluid, and like we could never. I'd be like, you're a handsome dude.
Am I?
I'm down.
Oh, thank you. You're a
Okay,
handsome
I feel
guy.
like
That's as
you
far
could
as it
be.
goes for me, you know.
Oh yeah, there's nothing about him though. I kind of like
Gay.
to touch his balls or whatever. Yeah,
No,
that's
I
gross.
couldn't. I could, like, you
No.
know, I couldn't.
Is it
do
because like you have your own and it's just not interesting?
I don't know. I feel like physically
Like I have my own
repulsed
boobs
by.
and I love to touch boobs.
Yeah, same.
It's like, oh my god, your boobs are so awesome.
But
That's what's
imagine
great
if
about having, like,
imagine
hot
if I were to
friends.
sit here and be like, oh yeah, I got a dick, but I love to touch my homeboy's dick too. Like it just sounds so funny,
Just, like,
right?
touch
Like
the balls.
Yeah, okay, but I don't think boobs and dick are really the same thing.
You're
Yeah,
right.
you're
But
right.
I don't
like,
want to touch his nipples
we're
either,
not
yeah.
sitting there like, oh, I've got a vagina, but I love to
think,
finger my
balls
friends.
are
Like,
boobs. Balls are like boobs.
Right. But I think that sexuality occurs on a spectrum between, gay and straight, and that everybody is somewhere along the way, and that I think that girls tend to be more open-minded about it. Like,
Yeah.
I think so.
Girls
if,
are tight.
if I had been culturally conditioned in a different way, then maybe I'd be out there sucking a dick once in a while. But and honestly, if you guys have been culturally conditioned in a different way, then you might be more open to the idea of like going down on a girl or whatever. But we're all products of the fact that we were brought up in certain ways. Like, there's something about women, obviously, that's different, that they feel more comfortable
Women
being
are more
sexual with each
evolved.
other like
Women
that.
are
Yeah.
I mean, I have like done that with girls. Have you ever
Wow,
done
she
a girl?
hit a box. That's tight.
Like I've done it. I've tried it. Like I
Did it smell weird or anything? Because that happens sometimes.
no, it just
No?
was.
That's good.
I don't know. I wasn't like grossed out by it or anything. I just kind of went, it's
Yeah.
not really my thing.
With guys, it's like, okay, I don't like feet. So, like, I'm not going to suck on someone's feet. It's kind of gross to me.
I'll
That's like
suck
the
a
idea-
broad's toes for sure.
That's
yeah.
like the idea of, like, kissing a guy. It's like, it's not my thing, you know?
Right.
But girls, like, I don't know, they're more evolved. They can, like, see, oh, my friend's beautiful inside and out.
But is there
Wanting to
anything
kiss.
sexually with a girl that like a lot of heterosexual guys are into that you're not into?
Wait, repeat the question?
Is there anything that occurs within the overall realm of like typical heterosexual sexuality that you're not into?
Oh, I feel like every high schooler is eating ass these days.
Are you into that?
No?
No?
Should I be? That's what I'm like. I'm scrolling through Twitter. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
If a girl told me she wasn't into getting her ass licked, I'm out. That's fucking.
Gotta eat the booty like
Yeah,
groceries.
of course. That just seems
Yeah, I
so
was gonna
basic
quote
in this day and age. Yeah. Someone had to do it. The non-American had to do it.
Yeah, I just do missionary through a hole in the sheet.
Yeah?
So
Lights off.
lights off, just right through the fly of the zipper of the pants.
I don't know what it is, yeah, but I don't know. Like, I feel like the main change that has taken place over the past few years for me is that girls always want to eat your ass, and that is weird to me. I've let
Ladies?
a few of them do it, but I'm not super excited about it.
I'm not tempted to do that at all.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's
I
cool
mean-
if
Oh,
guys
she
think
got a
about
dirty
play.
smile on her
Like,
face, right?
I wouldn't do that with just some dude though.
Laura's
Yeah,
tight
no,
as
it's
hell.
definitely
Like, I wouldn't-
not like. Yeah,
I
I mean,
also wouldn't like give some guy that I don't know.
I don't know
wasn't
if I was.
interested
It's
in.
not something that I will initiate. But if like a guy is really into it and he tells me to do it and like he wants me to, then I'm like.
But don't
"Mm,
you
I
feel like that
go
makes them
take
kind
a
of sus?
shower. Like, go take. Just
Yeah.
make sure. I don't want to
Take a
Of
few
course,
showers.
of course. We're talking
Yeah, but
post
it's
shower.
like-
We're not talking like.
But I'm not thinking about that when I go to eat a girl's house. I'm just doing it. I don't care if she's been walking
Like,
around
guys
for
are
a few
different. I'm
days.
very
That
like,
don't matter
did
to
you
me.
wash your balls? Are your
You
balls
ask a guy that?
washed? Don't ask him that.
Sir.
What are you, a fucking nurse? That's just so like.
But it's like a
I feel the
I don't
same
like
way that.
smells. Like, I don't want to vomit.
nurse.
I don't like anything that makes me. I don't like any kind of sex that involves like products. Like if there's lube involved, that's gay to me. If there's like. I like that he just plays it off his laptop. That's not like connected to a soundboard or anything. No, but lube is weird. Never used lube really in my whole life until like a couple times.
What about
I know
anal?
when you used it.
what? With a guy?
No, but what about like
What
butt
was
sex?
your
Surely you've got to use lube then.
You
No,
had
I've
this
done a
story
bunch of
so
butt sex, but
excited.
I never used lube for whatever reason. I just kind of spit and just went for it.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Jesus,
Well, no, it is. It's tough. It's not easy.
that
You
sounds
did- you-
really unpleasant.
Yeah.
Really unpleasant.
I mean, it just sometimes.
So it doesn't happen
happens.
for you often, I'm assuming.
Anal. Usually when I do it, I feel like I'll only do it a couple times with that person.
I got a question. Like, why does every girl have to be beautiful? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if every girl's beautiful, then aren't
Wow.
no girls beautiful?
He's like,
Why can't? My question is this: why can't a girl just be like successful, rich, famous, talented,
well, certainly that happens sometimes.
but she's not beautiful?
Stop talking about me.
I said, what's up with that? Your thoughts? Society?
Yeah, I blame society.
Because
Okay, but think about it like this: if you take like a fat chick who's super like smart and she's doing really well in business and everything, and she's like at the top of her career, what is the one thing that she's going to do with her extra bit of free time when she gets to that point in her career? She's going to try to get hot because she knows that there's nothing that she could do for her personal brand, her personal life that would advance her place in society more than getting hot. And now I will also say that this is kind of true for some guys. Like a lot of times you'll see a rapper like get famous and he's kind of fat, and then all of a sudden, boom, he just loses all the weight because he realizes like this is the thing that I can do that will actually help my career career the most is to become
Well, did
hotter.
you see Sam Smith?
No.
He lost some weight, right?
Yeah. Sam
Sam
Smith is
Smith
hot
is-
now.
I was thinking McConan, but yes.
But he's also gay, and you got to be hot.
Yeah,
in
the
gay
gays
community.
definitely have it's
Rick
a
Ross
lot.
I
didn't feel the
so,
need to
I feel
get-
so shitty around the gays. They're all like so hot, like the guys.
They're shredded.
They're all
They're
beautiful.
shredded,
and they all
Some
have
are
perfect
beautiful,
bodies.
and like chiseled, and I'm like, ugh.
But you're hanging out with like Hollywood gays. I think you got to go hang out with some
Also,
fat
you just
Long
said
Beach
the
gays.
gays.
Yeah, but that's like a common thing that people say. Yeah. I want to know this. What was it about him that made you want to hang out with him off of this dating
Yeah,
app?
what got the right
Grinch
swipe here?
face.
Are you guys ready?
Yes.
He had Drake in his little slideshow. So on Raya, it's like a slideshow.
Oh, you've got to thank
But
Drake
you
for
had
this.
Drake,
Like I
like,
liked
you
his
and Drake?
style.
Oh,
I liked
okay.
that he had blonde hair. I was like, oh, that's different. Like I fuck with that. And then he had Drake at the end, and I was like, oh, so he's probably kind of funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Drake, like
Like
what?
maybe
The word
decently
Drake?
funny. No.
Or-
So on Riot, it's a slideshow. So
Okay.
instead of looking at photos and scrolling,
Yeah.
you press play and it has music
Uh-huh.
and it has a slideshow.
Right.
So I'm pretty sure your song was funny too.
Yeah, Vanessa Carlton.
Yeah. So his song was funny.
Shouts out Nessa.
And he had Drake at the end, and I was like, oh fuck, I love Drake. Like that's kind of funny. Like it's not a photo of him, so he's not like self-absorbed. I'm into that.
Right.
a lot of dudes go real hard and like
They
try
like
to be
have like,
real
oh, I'm on a
serious.
jet. Look at my car. Like
Right.
this is a famous girl. This is a famous dude. I'm on a carpet. I'm like,
You don't see my jet till date 3.
No, like,
That's
yeah.
like
He doesn't
it's
show you the
corny
jet.
I feel
as
weird
shit.
about hyping myself up. That's why I've always felt weird writing like an online dating bio or whatever. I also
like I don't
just-
even write a bio. I'm just like, I don't know what I'm doing here. And they're like,
yeah, but
oh,
you're a
me
girl. You can
too.
get away with
People
saying
are
like
gonna
I'm,
look
I'm a
you up.
damsel in distress. I don't know.
Your best bio is your Instagram, your Twitter, whatever. Like everyone's
Yeah.
gonna look you up. So just keep
But what
focusing.
I don't know.
on-
I read the bios. Like I mean, I haven't used dating apps in probably.
But you're not going to be impressed
Nearly-
by any dude because any dude who has more followers than you is probably a millionaire.
No, I mean, I don't pay attention to that. But I do read, like when I was using like Bumble and Tinder, I would read their bios. Like a guy that didn't have any info in his bio, I would automatically swipe left.
Oh, yeah, that's-
Like
that's
I
weird,
need
yeah.
something in their bio. And I mean, mine I think was, concise. I think it had,
What'd it say?
I don't actually remember. Let me find out.
Mine says, "Hit
This
me
is-
up. I'm very lonely."
I used to have this
I
friend
cry
in New York.
myself to sleep every night.
He's like, I'm so sad. Be
My buddy in New
friends.
York, his was just all caps DTF only, and he said that they would come
Well, at
pouring
least he's
in.
not lying.
Well,
That's
he's
what I
hot.
thought was
Your
so
friend
cool.
is hot,
No,
then.
he's not that hot. He's all right looking, but he would meet grimy ass chicks that just wanted to fucking do
okay,
blow and
okay.
fuck, which is exactly what he wanted to do. And I really respected that he was willing to be so singular with his brand, because if it was me, like I wouldn't be able to go the whole way with like.
See, I'm just like I'm like a principal girl. It's like there's principles. Like be honest.
Oh, definitely.
So it's like I think that like I personally wouldn't ever talk to that person. However, I do like somewhat respect it because it's like all the dudes are pretending that
Right,
they want to get
exactly,
to know
yeah.
you, and then within like 3 conversations they just like say some fucking stupid shit, and I like slam
What do they
down.
say?
Like on Raya, I feel like there's not as dumb. I feel like they're not going to be as like fuckboyish.
And that's the whole point.
No.
Tinder's the worst.
No.
It is.
Tinder is definitely the worst.
I got like, did the carpets match the drapes recently? And I was like, are you fucking stupid?
Blue pubes.
I was like, really? You're gonna say that?
What
And he was
drapes?
like, oh, like
You're
what?
like,
Like,
are you
it's
dumb?
Oh, boy.
Obviously,
He
they
said, "What
do.
drapes?"
I like to match everything. Okay,
Yeah, but I
match.
was just like, real, like they're just the stuff.
But you
they-
could dye your pubes if you wanted. I'm not.
But it's the
I'm-
principle. Like
right.
you don't start that. Like,
That's a
yeah,
bad
no,
way in,
it's
yeah.
not the third thing you ever say to a person.
it's not even the. That was the first.
Right.
So, it's like
my
the opening line. What's your thing?
This is my Bumble bio. Aussie living in LA. I like cheeseburgers a lot. I'm 5'8" and I don't care what your sign is because astrology is bullshit. Mostly looking
like
for
that,
someone
yeah.
to play Call of Duty with me.
So you're a nerd. You're a gamer. I saw this in your bio. Yeah.
That's all.
all over
It's
her.
all video game stuff. Oh, okay. What's
Yeah.
that? The PlayStation,
PlayStation.
right? Yeah. Wow, that's cool. So is this intimidating for guys that you're a gamer and that you could probably beat them in fucking World of Warcraft or whatever the fuck it is?
I don't know if it's intimidating. I think that probably the most annoying thing about it is that when you tell guys that you're a gamer, they all go, yeah, right. Like, fuck off. Like, I will fucking kick your ass at Black Ops 3.
I saw a
But-
meme where like guys are like, "Oh, I wish I met a girl who was a gamer," and this girl's like, "I game," and the guy's like, "Oh yeah, what's the color of Zelda's asshole?"
I've seen that one. I know. It's like as soon as you say you're a
What?
female gamer, it's like you're expected to prove
To know all the
this
codes.
knowledge that like
know all
most
this
people
shit.
don't know. And I'm like, I don't know that, but I do spend a lot of time playing PlayStation.
Because you never could ever know all that there is to know about video games. It's way too vast of a landscape. There's like
If you do know it all, you weigh
you
400
couldn't
pounds.
because there's like hundreds and hundreds and thousands.
And you
of
live in a
games every
basement.
year. Yeah.
yeah, you play World of Warcraft like this.
Right. Do you have haters in the video game scene? Have you ever been a victim of Gamergate?
I haven't. I've
Really?
never actually. No, maybe a few years ago, like when I was, I used to write video game reviews professionally.
Oh.
So I used to write for a few Australian magazines, and I used to get a bit of hate back then when I was like sort of heavily immersed in the video game scene.
Right.
Because I used to get flown around Australia to host like video game launch parties.
But were you
and-
also like known for your style and your looks at that time?
Yeah, I
Okay.
had the big social media
personal-
following back
right.
then. This was pre-Instagram. I had a big following in the Myspace days, so
You
I
did,
kind
too.
of had like a big
Are you forbidden?
thing. No, I'm
No,
not.
I know you're not, but remember Forbidden?
I remember her.
I know that chick.
You know her. Why? What-
Christine wasn't her name.
how is she
What
like?
are we talking about?
is she, like,
I'm sorry, I'm not old.
She was like a
Oh,
MySpace
she's
famous
right,
guy,
you're
like,
not
back in
old,
the day.
yeah.
I know.
She was like
Shot at her,
It's a shot at
in the
that.
early days of MySpace, you could only you couldn't control who was in your top 8, so it would be whoever had signed up first was in the top 8. So there were a lot of chicks who had a lot of boobs, and they would be in everybody's top
Like
8.
Tila Tequila.
And
Exactly,
Duck-
and
and Ducky.
Forbidden, and there was
Mm-hmm.
this girl Cassandra that I used to be friends with who was fucking all up in that shit. And
How
it was
big
just,
was your MySpace?
nothing? I mean, a couple thousand or something.
Mine was nearly 150,000.
Really?
So once it started transitioning, did it help? Did it transition at all?
Was it hard to make the transition to
the
Facebook
other-
and Instagram or
it
whatever?
wasn't, because that's kind of when I was at the height of what I was doing.
Right.
There was a point, I was actually part of a media release, I think in 2008, that MySpace Australia did, and it was the top 10 most viewed people on MySpace Australia, and I came in at number 3.
Wow. Nice.
And by the time in the 6 weeks from them doing the interviews and releasing it, I'd overtaken to number 2. So I had the second most viewed MySpace in the entire country.
Wow.
So it was pretty easy for me to then, like, once MySpace kind of became obsolete, I moved over to a Facebook fan page and then Twitter.
Oh, so you do have Facebook? Because I was looking for it earlier. What name is it under?
Oh, it's under my old name.
Yeah, because
so
you can't
it's-
change them on Facebook.
I know, it won't
really,
let me
right?
change
Yeah,
it.
it's
And I've got
fucked.
like fucking 280,000 on there, but it won't let me.
Yeah.
So I think I'm just going to try and start a new one and filter them over. But
What is the best Instagram hustle to make money for the sponsored posts?
That's what I want to know. I want
Like,
to know
what
how much
is-
cash you guys can pull
Well, not,
in doing
not
this
I don't.
shit.
You know, I mean, yeah, you can talk about
Or
whatever.
I've
you
seen
gotta
you
talk about,
doing the teeth whitening thing a lot.
but- Oh, the teeth whitener, is that the best one?
How's that hustle?
it's good.
Yeah?
Yeah, the teeth whitening companies, they get around it.
Yeah? What could it be? Like a couple thousand?
It's not that much.
It's not that much. Okay. So it's less than 1,000 on average when you're doing this?
It depends on the company. My quote for a product varies on how obvious it is that it's an advertisement.
Right.
So,
Okay.
I mean, if there's something like a T-shirt or,
That's
there's,
plausible. It doesn't really
there's like some
hurt your
companies
brand,
and
yeah.
stuff like, oh, there is a T-shirt.
Oh, here we
shit.
go. This
I
is
can offer
last
you
season.
$0.
This is last season.
I will
I
wear
actually
the shit
wanted
out
this
of
though.
that.
Like when he put it on
Really?
Twitter, I was like, "Can I?
that's
Yo,
really
I did too, and I
Yo.
got one. I hit him up. I
yo,
said, "Give
hey,
me."
when am I gonna? Yo," and he never fucking responded. I was like, "Sick, that's so tight."
I'm gonna leave one at the store too.
Wow. Again.
XL.
Someone come cop it.
I don't know if anyone got that other one that you left here.
Someone can
free.
get it. You can dress like us.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Is there any? So what are the other hustles? There's the teeth whitening. What about like the protein
Oh, the
powder? or
detox tea. Have you
Yeah.
done that?
I
Or
get
is it-
I do detox tea. I don't get protein powder because I think that I'm pretty obviously like a
You're not strong
raging
enough.
alcoholic who doesn't work out. So
Oh, you drink a lot.
You know.
Okay, yeah. So you're not.
yeah, the
God.
fitness thing's not
You
really
should
my
watch your
target
snaps, they're
demographic. So
But have you guys thought about like going in that direction because then there would be more opportunities? Like I'm gonna
For
just start like working out super hard and like
yeah, but I hate it.
you hate that it's just not you. You're
I
not-
mean,
you-
we both
we have a
train
personal trainer
together.
now.
You guys
Pink
work
Iron,
out together.
Shout out. Pink Iron.
We're training together tomorrow. Like we work out together. Thing is, I work out because I have to,
Right.
but I find gym stuff so fucking boring.
Yeah, I don't like being
I
there.
don't want to talk about like protein and fucking carbs and meal prep, and
Right.
I don't want to be a fitness model or compete in bodybuilding competitions. Like that's so fucking boring to me. So it's like I would rather post on my Instagram about getting drunk and actually having fun.
Do you guys feel like there are a lot of babes out there who are like kind of in the same position you're in, and then they get into weird stuff like that because they feel like they have to, because it's like just they start playing into like the things that these like creepy ass dudes want them to do, like with the whole
Maybe.
fitness thing and that kind of vibe?
See, I feel like they're not really into that.
Yeah, that's like a whole separate thing.
That's like I don't know. They're not really as. I feel like they just aren't out there.
I feel like you guys are like suicide girl types.
Wait, if you hate working out, do you ever get anxiety?
About working out?
No, in
I don't hate
general.
working out.
Do
I
you get
walk dogs
anxiety
every
at
day,
all?
so I'm like,
Anybody get anxiety
I
here?
have anxiety.
Yeah,
so bad.
Of
constantly.
course, yeah. We're all
Well,
human beings.
working out helps.
Yeah, I know. I get like an endorphin high every time I have personal training.
I mean, I probably work out 5 days a week.
Really?
Oh, you just hate it.
I just don't.
Oh, okay. So
I-
you made it sound like you
Glamorize.
never go.
Yeah, no,
I like working
I
out,
work
but I
out,
also
like-
love In-N-Out, so it's like a weird battle.
Right.
Yeah,
But do you eat like a pig as well? So you're just sort of balancing it?
I'm the kind of person who has absolutely no sense of moderation.
Same.
So like
Yeah.
I'm an all or
sensing
nothing
power couple.
person.
Yeah, I think it too.
Oh, is that the vibe we're getting here? Nice. All right.
We
I
could
think
give
it'd
each
be
other
good.
so many Instagram
But
shout outs.
that's the whole problem, though. It's like, okay, so I used to see this girl that had like 250K. She was like a YouTube like makeup chick, and like I would always feel like she was kind of like holding out on like, oh, I'm gonna shout you on Instagram. I'm like, bitch, I do not want you to shout me out. I don't want all these nerdy little retard girls. Like that's not my target audience anyway.
Sir,
I got the
please.
thugs.
No. You felt like she was trying to flex her following. Over,
Yeah, I
lord-
just
like
I was
lorded
like,
over
are
you.
you fucking
It's like
kidding
I was dating
me?
a guy and he was like, "Oh, like it'll be so crazy when you post about me and like people."
Oh my
Ugh,
god,
bye.
yeah, no.
And
Get
I was
the
like,
fuck out.
It'll be so crazy. He said.
yeah. We were like eating. He's like, "Would they get mad? Do you think?"
Literally, my sexual preference is girl who is embarrassed to put me on her Instagram. That's like all the girls I date.
I definitely, yeah. I wouldn't-
Embarrassed.
I wouldn't want to date a girl that thought
no one would
that I
flex
was
about you,
super
you know?
dope. Yeah, like if she was like impressed by what I have going on, that's gross to me. I also, what am I talking like this? I'm getting very ethnic. here.
Things should go on Instagram naturally, and it should be like if it's a picture of you and a girl or whatever. It should be like something that's like worthy to post. I hate when I see like a couple like forcing me to look at the
Right.
relationship. Like, don't do that.
Or the couples who make joint accounts.
Oh my
Have you
God.
ever seen that?
I have seen it. Yeah, it's so funny to me.
It's so
and Carol.
fucking. Oh my god! There was this girl back in Australia who made a joint account with her boyfriend, and they dated for like maybe 2 months, and then they had the most fucking spectacular breakup.
Oh, no
And I was
way.
like, this is the most entertaining fucking thing to watch. Like, thank you so much. I feel so blessed that you have made me a part of your absolute shit show train wreck of a life.
Would they both get on the
because-
joint account and like post about the other
Yeah,
one?
and then they delete it, and then one of them, I can't remember which one, like changed the
Sounds like
password
my-
and
my
hijacked
dreams.
it, and then would like post all these memes talking shit about the other one, and then it was like both of their personal accounts were like this shit show fucking argument. Like it was so great.
You know what? The thing is, I feel like whenever I look at Instagram and I'm like looking at some random chick from like the Suicide Girls account or whatever, I feel like she's always Australian. And she's always got a heart in her bio with the name of some
What's up
guy.
with Australia hot girls and tattoos?
Yeah, it's a
Is it-
thing
is
out
it-
there.
is it-
And
A lot of
you might be at the
Australian girls
leader
have
of it.
tattoos,
What,
yeah.
are you one of the leaders in the scene?
I definitely was tattooed long before lots of other girls were. I've had
Right.
my sleeve for about 8 years.
Does
Really?
this sound
So-
authentic? About 13 to 14 years ago, I got tattoos all up my arm. Does that sound okay?
It's actually,
That was
it's,
pretty good,
you know
dude.
what? It's
Yeah.
actually a lot better than most Australian accents.
Oh,
I hear.
yeah.
Most people
Oh.
are like,
That is.
"G'day, mate.
Yes.
Chuck another shrimp on the barbie."
Yeah. Shout out to Lloyd Christmas. Everybody out there, the Dumb and Dumber fans.
Most people just sound English.
She don't know about Dumb and Dumber. Have you ever seen Dumb and Dumber?
Yeah, I
Oh, okay.
hate comedy.
Really?
Hate comedy.
You hate? Okay.
What?
That's
A
like my favorite
concept.
thing.
Yeah, I said that to one of my friends one time
I
because he was
hate
trying to get me to
comedy.
watch
I hate
stand up with him,
laughing.
and he
Fuck
just goes,
laughing.
I was like, I don't think stand up's funny. He's like, you can't say that you don't think stand up is funny. It's fucking comedy. All these people have been working for hundreds of years to be funny on camera. But I will say this is like, all right, we're both friends with Brandon Wardell. I don't know if you guys know
He
him.
just texted me.
He could never get on Raya. True or false? Doesn't
Yeah,
have
well,
any
neither can
Instagram
I.
followers
No.
and is
He
not.
could definitely get on it.
You
I
think?
don't know why they're flexing on him. We actually had this talk. We were
He's
hanging
on
out
TV.
once.
He's
Did
on
he try?
TV.
Yeah, he's
Are
on
you
TV. That's
FaceTiming
what I'm
him right
saying.
now?
No. Should I FaceTime Brandon?
What are you doing?
I just watched him on
Snapchat.
Viceland, and I
okay.
didn't think any of the people that he was doing comedy with were funny. I'm just going to throw that out there. Oh, so he's Snapchatting now. When I watch Joe Rogan, it doesn't seem like he's Snapchatting.
Yo, you're not Joe yet.
Not yet, but I'm just saying.
You're the next Joe, though.
I think it's
maybe.
good that you're more socially.
You got to get a hyperbaric chamber or whatever he's got. The sensory deprivation.
Yeah,
tank.
that does sound tight.
Joe
I
Rogan,
hear
you
him talk
crazy.
about that, and I just wish that I was filthy rich.
Dude
Yeah.
loves weed. He loves to blaze.
I love weed too.
Smoking weed.
You guys smoke weed?
420.
No. Wow, that sucks. We can't hang.
Doing a podcast.
Stop the podcast.
Save that and
Yeah.
send it to me
Snapchat.
so I can put it on the No Jumper Twitter at nojumper.com. He already let go. There's no way.
Yeah, I just don't find most comedy funny. Like,
Yeah.
I like comedy
Comedy's my
that's
favorite
funny,
thing.
but I just don't find 90% of comedy funny. I don't find, like, I fucking hate Ben Stiller. I hate Will Ferrell.
I agree with you for the most part.
hate stupid comedy. I like smart comedy.
Do you like movies?
No, I hate most comedy movies.
Okay.
Wait.
Yeah.
You just did the Tom Green podcast. You told us.
Yeah,
earlier.
no, because Tom Green is funny.
So
But
was
let
he
me know
funny?
this.
What was it
Do you
like?
like a lot of movies? Are you kind of like anti-movie? Because
No,
I'm
I
kind of
like
anti.
movies.
I'm not super into movies.
I like movies.
Okay,
I don't know. I just don't
See, I love
find
comedy. I don't know.
Where am I? I don't like comedy. I don't like movies.
most comedy
I don't like breathing.
just don't think is funny.
I just feel like people get mad when I say I don't like
Fucking
movies. Yeah, but there's a lot of comedy I don't like. No, In-N-Out's tight.
I mean, like, okay. I mean, one example is that movie Ted.
You didn't like that?
I actually was angry watching it. I was
See, like,
actually
I didn't really love
like,
that. I'm like a Step Brothers girl.
Ooh,
see,
love
hate
Step
it.
Brothers.
Fucking
Yeah,
love Step
I can
Brothers.
Did you like
mostly-
Wedding
I
Crashers?
hate it.
What's your favorite comedy?
If you had to choose one, like you're like gun pointed at you, what's your favorite comedy?
Okay. I don't know.
Guns pointed at you, what's your favorite comedy?
I might say Step Brothers.
Look.
Pull the guns on her, Adam.
Wow,
What's
so
your
much pressure.
favorite
So
fucking
much pressure.
comedy?
My gun sideways.
Okay, I don't know. I don't fucking know. Okay, I'm dead.
Okay.
She can't even think of one.
Do you think you're funny? Are you your favorite comedy?
So you're saying you think you're funny?
You laugh
So you
quite a
agree.
bit
You
for
think
someone who
you're
hates
hilarious.
comedy.
You
Yeah.
think you're funny?
I think I'm trying to think of examples of things I find funny.
Like someone falling down and
Obviously
like breaking
me.
that
Oh,
leg.
you know what?
Robesman, shout out.
Shouts out.
I liked the first Hangover.
Me too, but I
Okay?
hated the second one so much
first
that I
one was
walked out.
funny. Exactly. The
Yeah.
first one was funny. The second one was shit.
They're trying too hard.
Yeah,
Highest
the
rated.
second
Didn't
That
the
was
third one
the-
have like a monkey in it? Like they thought
Yeah.
the monkey was
Oh,
dead
I
or some
saw. I
bullshit?
actually saw a movie just the other day. Dirty Grandpa.
I didn't see that.
It was
I liked wasn't it the first one?
no Dirty Grandpa is the brand new one with
But didn't they have one already?
No, there's
You're thinking
Bad
of
no, that was
Grandpa,
Bad
Grandpa.
Grandpa. Which,
Dirty, Bad
What the fuck?
Santa.
Bad
No, no, no.
Grandpa
Bad
was the like
Teacher.
Jackass spin-off.
Oh, see, I
Teacher.
liked Bad Teacher. That was
Bad
funny.
Teacher was tight.
That was funny. I liked.
When's the Bad
Santa.
Dad coming
Bad
out?
Santa was awesome.
When is Bad Dad coming
But
out?
yeah, Dirty
right
Grandpa.
here.
Sorry,
You know
with
what
like
I'm
Zac
saying?
Efron and
Found it.
fuck that other actor.
See, I'm my movie knowledge
Okay,
is
Dirty Grandpa was
horrible.
really funny.
Okay, you like some stuff. You just don't like all stuff. You don't hate comedy. You're
Yeah.
just kind of discerning. It's okay.
You have
I
weird
just-
taste in
yeah.
comedy.
Okay.
That's fine. There's
I
definitely.
just hate a lot of popular
Like,
comedy.
see, I don't love gaming, but I definitely fuck with Smash Brothers
Oh, the
Wow,
best one of the
okay.
best games.
or Mario Kart. I will fuck up some Mario Kart.
I like Tetris. I like really old video games.
I
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Tetris.
Hey, what? Did you
just
guys
like
ever
all the
think of becoming a
shapes.
suicide girl? No, you have that look. You look like you're a suicide girl. No offense.
What does that look?
You have blue hair.
Oh, is that the thing?
Yeah, how much to pose naked for Playboy? Or they don't do that anymore.
You guys have never posed nude.
How much? What's the
I've
price?
never done it.
I have.
You have.
Oh,
But
shit.
for what? For
Should we
what
look
kind
it
of
up?
thing?
I was Penthouse Pet of the Year in Australia,
Really? In what year?
2011.
2011. So not that long ago.
Well, yeah, I was 2011, 2012.
It's not
Yeah.
under that name.
You'll never find it.
We'll never. You're gonna challenge
I
everyone.
have
to-
a friend.
followers
Literally
would
never.
know,
Yeah,
and they
someone
would
who
tell
I'm
you.
sure someone who's watching this will know, but yeah, you won't find it.
Put it in the comment section, please, because I read all the comments. And please don't call
Can
me
you talk about how
sus.
bad he looks as well? Thank you.
Who, me?
Grinch 69.
Him,
Oh
Grinch.
no, yeah, yes. Call
See,
him
I've been
ugly.
thinking Jimmy Neutron. The hair.
Oh my God, yes.
It's the hair. You have that wave going.
I'll take it.
To me, I look
Jimmy
at
Neutron,
Robesman
that's
and I'm like,
that's
Robesman is a better
compliment.
looking guy than me because he's skinnier, and that to me, yes, that to me just goes a long way. Like he's in better
But see, if
shape.
he was like too skinny, that wouldn't work.
I think if I was in as good a shape as him, then I might be able to be better looking than him. But I think at least for now, he's better looking than me.
No, you're taller than me.
That's a good point.
We're
tall
sitting
are
in
you?
your store right now.
How tall are you?
yeah, how tall are you guys?
6'3".
6'1".
I asked him that before I went out with him.
What is
2
that? Is that
inches.
too low? Is that too low?
I mean, the thing is, I'm 5'8" and I like to wear heels. So my
Yeah, like, I love
6'1"
wearing
is like
fucking
my
shoes.
absolute minimum. Because if I can't wear heels around you, like I need to be able to wear heels around you and still feel smaller.
So we work on this level as well. There's all kinds of signs that we should be dating. This is
My
very
ex girl
interesting.
is 5'10".
we're gonna end up married by the end of this show.
Hey, what can I say? My listeners would love that.
My listeners.
You should just start. You know what you should do?
Do we have
Make a
any
joint
ordained
Instagram.
ministers in?
Start what? Oh, on
Yeah.
Instagram together? Yeah. I'm definitely down to start a dual Instagram. That
You
would
guys
be
can
tight
just
to
have
me.
like a whole fake relationship, you know?
You know what I realized too is that back when I used to go out and party in Hollywood a lot and go to clubs and stuff, is that like my friends would always post pictures of me with girls, and then I would always repost those pictures, and then I realized that I would have like girls saying to me all the time, like, I know you fuck so many chicks, blah blah blah, and I haven't done that for like the past few years. And so they don't say it to me as much. And I've just noticed that. But it's weird because like those photos were almost always with chicks that like my friends were hanging out with or we were just drinking with them or whatever. It was very rarely.
And you just post it because content, right?
Just because it's like, oh, here's me standing next to hot girls. I look cool. Yeah,
here's
like,
me with some friends.
But in reality, if I was fucking her, that makes it way less likely that I would post her because I like to keep my actual shit on the down low.
You probably can't post a guy on your Instagram.
Yo,
ever.
every time I post a picture of me at like I don't do it anymore, but when I used to post pictures of me with all my gay friends, like most of my closest friends are good-looking gay men.
Right.
And whenever I would post a picture of me with like 4 of them, you know, at the Abbey or something, I would post that on Instagram and you can guarantee like 50% of the comments were like, oh, she got fucking gangbanged that night. And I'm like, yeah, I got gangbanged by the 4 guys that have never been near a vagina in their lives.
Right.
Like I've touched more vaginas than the 4 of them combined. But yeah, I definitely got gangbanged by them.
The comments are wild.
Yeah.
Yo, why are you guys such savages?
I'm savage as fuck.
But also, yo, shout out the comments.
Yeah, but we should come up with like a hashtag that like the commenters can use so that if they're going to sexually harass them, that at least they'll know it's coming from us.
Hashtag just
so
kidding.
Complicated.
Just
I think
Just
that
kidding,
might be already
69.
done.
just nice boobs.
JK69.
Yeah, nice boobs. Because that's like something that people kind of would say, but if you see a lot
What
of
about
it,
like hashtag jumper hose?
jumper hose. Oh, there you go. Yeah, jumper cables. I don't know. I like the sounds of this. I'm looking at your list of questions that you have right now.
I got hella questions. Wait, what's up with hot girls and pizza? Like, why are you guys so obsessed with it?
Everyone's
like
obsessed
this
with
question,
pizza.
yeah.
But
Who
what
doesn't
hot
like
girls?
pizza?
But the thing about like, why do hot girls always gotta like be eating it in pictures? I just eat pizza like in my kitchen,
not to
like,
get
at
poppin',
2 a.m. crying.
Hot girls photograph
Same,
everything they
usually.
do.
Yeah.
Okay.
This happens to also be
I think girls
pizza.
in general doesn't matter what you look like.
Yeah.
You just love to like, I'm eating this. I'm like, when people are like, oh my God, what's your snap? I'm like, I'm just giving you fair warning. Like he could vouch, I'm annoying.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, look at my dog doing nothing.
But
Look
do
at the
you
food
make any
I
money off Instagram?
not like much
done
yet.
it?
I'm still growing.
But
She's
do
on
you
the way up.
Do you
She's on the-
aspire
she's
to
on the
be
come
like
up.
500K
Yeah.
clocking in
What are your goals?
with being hot on the internet?
What's up? What's the plan? Because I mean,
It's
I
weird
never
to talk
like
about it as a
anticipated
career.
it happening,
yeah.
honestly. Like
Okay.
I just didn't. It wasn't like I never set out. Like she already had a fan base. I never had one.
So you never consider yourself hot leading up to this?
I honestly was bullied so much that I still have this thing where like when people compliment me on the internet, it's a funny like weird game because I was bullied for so long and called so many things that it's like, whoa, why are you obsessed with me? Like why are you fanning? I'm literally like a joke. Like why?
You just don't have that confidence, like internally. You
I feel like I
it's
now
weird.
I will stand up for myself, whereas before I'd let someone bully me and then just like call my mom and be like, yo, can you pick me up and we go see a movie because I'm crying. But
Oh my god,
Oh my god.
those ones are mad good. What are those?
I felt bad hearing
yeah,
that
I felt really
story.
bad. But no, like I feel like I never like thought I was. I still don't. Like I don't have like, oh my god, like I'm like even when he says popping, it's like a joke. But I don't really
Right.
think.
But so is it
that.
fun for you to like put a photo out into the world and like get a response like, oh, you're hot. I want to, no, not even I want it, but just, oh, you're hot. Like, is it like a thrill
It's a
to read
compliment if
those
someone's nice.
Yeah,
I honestly
what's-
like the girl compliments more. Like if a girl's like, "Oh my god, like I love your style," I'm like, "Thank you so much," because it's like I never was confident with my style, so that's really cool. Or like, "Your hair is really rad," like, "Thank you, that's something I chose to do with myself, so that's nice." Or like, "I love your piercings," like I have a lot on my ear, and like that's something I always wanted.
You like people appreciating like the small details that you pay
yeah,
attention
that's like
to.
I like chose to do that. I wasn't, I guess, born like my hair wasn't this fucking thing, obviously.
Because I was
Yeah.
thinking about like best case scenario. Like, what is the best case scenario when you post to Instagram? Is it like you have 80,000 followers? That means you get best case scenario 80,000 likes and 80,000 comments that all say like fantastic, well done.
But everybody
Well
actually
done.
knows that the actual like the like ratio to like to the number of followers I notice is kind of fucked up when it comes to hot
Oh, it's
girls.
so fucked up.
Because dudes.
But if it's a dude,
Right,
girls
yeah.
go ham.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I have like guy friends who model and like they
Right.
have I think 30 or 40K and
Right.
they'll have way more likes, way more comments because girls are more willing to do that because
a lot of people hate follow. Like they follow you too, but they're actually following you to just be like, fuck this bitch. Like I'm gonna
I
follow
think
her.
a lot
to
of
do
guys.
that.
No, I think a lot
people
of guys
know my
follow
ads and like, I
us.
got called a hoe for posting my Instagram by like some raver.
Really?
Because I used to date a DJ. And
Well, we
Shouts
just
out
interviewed Dylan
ravers.
Francis, so let's not hate on the ravers. 'Cause we have a lot of rave fans now.
Shout out all the ravers.
no, like I'm not
except
hating
for that
on
No,
them.
I'm just
Most of
kidding,
them
yeah.
like me, but for some reason, Flosterdamus's fans fucking hate me.
Really? Did he diss you or something?
No, but like my ex did a remix for him, and so I think maybe that's why.
Oh, so you have a DJ X.
So weird.
Nice. I too bang Skrillex.
Yeah, me too. It's Calvin Harris.
Oh, you mean Sunny?
Really? Oh, you mean?
I knew it.
Oh, you mean Sunny?
Oh, you mean Sunny?
I feel like Skrillex will do this podcast within the next 12 months.
Listen, hold on.
It doesn't seem like it'd be that hard. It seems like it's pretty
if
cool.
Skrillex
everybody.
is listening, I love Skrillex.
Yeah.
I love his work ethic. I love that he's always playing a club in LA. He makes millions of dollars, but he still will play like the tiniest party in like the tiniest basement. Like you walk. And then one time I went to like a small ass party and I saw Skrillex playing, and it was fun. And I went to some after party randomly, and someone gave me the aux cord, so I was DJing, and he walked in while I was DJing, and I was like, oh,
The tables have turned.
look at that, look at that. But like I tons of respect for that dude.
Right. So are you a big EDM fan? Because I'm totally not, and that's why I think
I
it's
love
funny
it.
that I get to
I love
interview all
it.
these dudes.
I
yeah.
mean, I play it.
But
so
Okay.
Yeah, I love it, and I love where he came. I love the screamo scene before that with Skrillex was in.
I'm more
from
into
First to
that,
Last,
yeah.
like all that shit. is
I'm a
awesome.
rap
He's
fan.
actually like a good dude. Like all my friends that I've met him
Yeah, yeah.
say have like nothing but good things to say. And like I have friends that have produced them, and they think he's honestly just a really like wholesome dude.
No, the other day for like an hour, I listened to Getter and I listened to Dylan Francis because I'd just been hanging out with them, and then I officially concurred by the end of it. Like, I'm not an EDM guy. I'm an ignorant rap music guy, and that's
you
okay.
Love rap. You love.
See,
rap
I was like a
music.
fan of Tanner's when I was like 15.
Tanner is Getter for the
Getter,
record.
sorry.
Yeah.
And I've known his girlfriend Avery for like a long time.
I seen you with Yayvery on Instagram, and I was like,
Yup.
whoa, small world. All these hot people know each other.
hot girls all hang out together.
They do. Do you hang out with Yayvery?
No.
She's gonna be hyped that we're giving her some coverage
Shout
on
out
here.
Avery. I don't know
At
who
Shout
you
out
are.
Yayvery on Insta.
Oh,
So
Yayvery.
wait.
But she's Getter's girlfriend, and
I
she's super
remember.
nice and cool. Yeah.
We should do a
Yayvery on
30-person
Twitter, yeah.
podcast.
Just have like 30 people. in
Every
here.
person. That we
Everybody
know.
bring like 3 or 4 exes.
Yeah.
Bring like people you've matched with on a dating site. Just
I
bring
have
them on
I have a
here.
really good question I thought of. Were you guys ever on Is Anyone Up?
No.
I wasn't. I have so
Well,
many
she's
friends
eating
who
chips.
were. I know. I'm like fucking up cookies
She
right
just
now.
got
I'm
so
sorry.
hyped.
I had a
up.
whole pizza. I had a whole pizza.
It's like
before
fucking
this.
up
It's
these
fine.
cookies. They're
Wow.
amazing.
She just wants us to know she doesn't have an ED.
No, I was never on Is Anyone Up, but I had a lot of friends who were.
Right.
Because I was very much like, back when Is Anyone Up was like a big thing, that was kind of before my EDM days, back when I was very, very heavily immersed in the alternative music scene.
Okay.
Just when I got all the tattoos and everything.
Alternative music, as in like what, like hardcore and stuff, or
Yeah, so I used to
Okay.
be very much in that, like the pop
Okay.
punk, like
We
hardcore.
all were. It all kind of morphed. It
Yeah.
just kind of slowly pop
Yeah,
punk
people
back in
freak
like
out
the
when-
Taking Back Sunday kind of days.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
people
Yeah.
always bug out when they find out that I used to hang out with like mosh metal bands and go on tour and stuff in like 2003.
You were on tour?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
used to be
a
an
little
emo
bit.
scene kid.
You
I was
were
an
on
emo scene kid on MySpace.
I was a
So
tour
that
manager
was
for a
like
pop
my-
punk band.
Roar.
Who?
A band called Power Space on Fueled by Ramen. They
Filled
were
by ramen.
Yeah,
they were a huge label back
Fall
in
Out
the day.
Boys
They
label,
were, yeah.
Panic at the Disco. My friend's band got signed, and like they were in college, and they were like, "Hey, you're the smartest kid we know. Do you want to be our tour manager?" And I was like,
So
"I
you
don't
think
know
you're
what
smart?
that is, but yeah."
So you think you're smarter than all of us?
They thought
You
I
just
was
think
smart.
so. Smart.
Okay, cool.
What's your SAT score?
I don't. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, exactly.
When did you graduate high school?
Don't worry about it.
I didn't do the SATs because
I graduated
Another
in
country.
2002. I just want to make that clear.
I graduated in 03.
2011.
04.
I feel like a weed
Oh, so you're
child.
29.
Yeah, we
right?
could definitely. If we know that she graduated in 04, then we could do the math and figure
But
out.
I don't know how Australian schools work. They could be different.
It's because she just hit 30, so
when
she's
she went,
embarrassed.
when she was in grade 13.
Shout out to Josh Irvine. That's my favorite Australian person. No, and Liam Zingbergs. Just some
It's tight.
pals of mine.
Wait,
These cookies are good, but
No
it's
idea
like
who they are.
they're
No,
so
they're,
squishy.
they're
no,
BMX
fake.
guys. Shout out to Dave. Just Dave Mira.
Oh man,
No.
rest in peace.
Hi, Dave.
No, I wanted to shout Dave Dilward,
not.
but his last name escaped me for a moment. As long as we're doing the Australian thing.
No, I don't know. Like, yeah, it's kind of funny how like the pop punk thing became the EDM thing, and there wasn't much crossover. Like, Skrillex is one of the crossovers. There was this band called Cash Cash. They were kind of at the very tail end of that, and now they DJ. They were kind of smart to get on that, you know.
Cash. That
Those
sounds
dudes,
so
those
familiar.
dudes who tried at the very end, Blood on the Dance Floor, tried to like kind of get into the DJ game. Some of these guys were able, and like a lot of those guys like produce and do different stuff now. But it's like you kind of have to take your pop punk band or whatever. Like, you know, I guess if you look at a band like My Chemical Romance, you kind of just you have to retire. You have to retire for 10 years and then come back and do a reunion tour and make money. Fall Out Boy did it. Blink did it. That's kind of how you have to do it, I think.
I would like to do like a dick pic tour.
Go on.
Can I headline?
Actually, that would be a good look, is to have some chicks with us. But yeah, it would be kind of
We
like.
should all start a band.
Have you ever been to a
Can we be like a 4-person DJ group?
Yes.
No one's done that
as
yet.
far as I'm concerned.
Is there a 4-person DJ group?
Yeah.
Have you ever been to a
there's-
male
there's a
strip
few.
club?
I used to run one.
You ran one. In what way?
I used to like MC, and I was kind of the
be
person
so fun.
behind the scenes who organized everything. So I worked for a company that provided strippers for like bachelor parties and stuff like that.
Right.
And then every Saturday night we would hold an event at a venue with like male strippers who would all come in and do like stage shows and stuff, and girls would book and they'd have like a 3-course meal and it would be like a full thing. So I would actually like, I was the person behind the scenes running everything.
Wow.
It was really surprisingly a high stress job.
Right.
Yeah. Just because the male strippers were very flaky.
They're probably all gay cokeheads and shit, right? No?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the
I
drug
mean,
of choice?
The thing is, I don't like to stereotype. Like, I
Go
don't.
ahead, though.
But we're gonna. This is
I
a
don't.
jumper,
Okay,
yeah.
I don't like to
gonna happen,
stereotype
guys.
male strippers because I actually was a stripper for a few years.
Oh.
Okay. I was a penthouse pet, of course I was a stripper.
Right.
So I was a stripper for a few years, and I don't like when people stereotype female strippers as being a certain thing. Like, I get very defensive about it, but at the same time,
Can you say that again?
I was a stripper.
All right. Moving on.
I don't like when people stereotype me because of that, because I don't feel like I fit into the majority of the stereotypes that fit, that industry. But at the same time, I 100% do stereotype male strippers because my experience with them is that they are all just dickheads. All
Yeah.
of them. All
Wait,
of
wait, wait.
them. Like,
You can't just say dickhead and not kind of.
okay, so like they're all. I remember like the company that I was working for, so it's like I was working for them in the office and doing like all the behind the scenes stuff and running the entire male stripper side, but I was also doing the strip shows for them on the weekends. And we had this big Christmas party with like all of our staff and everything. And it was like catered with all this amazing food. And all of us girl strippers are like, eating all this amazing food, and all the guy strippers are standing there like, oh my God, I can't eat that because it's got carbs. And we were just like,
But how are the girls able to eat it and stay hot?
because we just don't give a fuck.
Really?
It was a fucking Christmas party. We're going to eat some like fucking...
Wait, so they
Egg rolls,
didn't
like-
eat food, so they're dickheads? I don't
I
understand.
admire
No,
these
that's
guys.
not what they were like. They were just all really, really arrogant,
Mostly
cocky-
straight, mostly gay?
Yeah, all straight.
Mostly
all
straight.
straight.
Did they get lots of hot girls?
Yeah, they were all very, very, very good looking. Because the difference between male strippers and female strippers is most guys, like, on average, female strippers are less hot than guy strippers.
'Cause guys have to be
a guy stripper,
ridiculously
you
hot,
need
right.
to be a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Because women are so critical.
They wanna
like,
see a
women
six-pack.
don't just look at dicks, women look at the whole body. Whereas guys, when they see a stripper, they just go, fuck yeah, tits and pussy, woo! They don't fucking care.
That is literally
who
what
it
I
is.
say.
Yeah,
She's right.
literally.
She just nailed it.
They don't.
Fuck yeah, tits and pussy.
You know,
Fuck yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of girls that aren't necessarily, I worked in strip clubs for years, and there's a lot of girls that aren't necessarily conventionally, hot,
Yeah.
model, 10 out of 10, whatever,
And-
who make
yeah.
a lot of money.
If you got 80 girls in the strip club, there might be like 5 super hot ones,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
then everybody
and the
else
rest
kind of
is
rounding
like,
it
they're just
out.
normal.
Yeah.
But with guy strippers, they're all like 10 out of 10 because women are just like so critical. So you need to be like,
They're hot
you know
enough to be
this.
a male stripper, but they don't model, or are they just like dumb models that also strip?
I don't know. I don't know if there's as much of
it's
a
weird.
calling for male models. Like, a lot of the male strippers tend to be really like buff and like.
Exactly. I feel like you have
I feel like
to
it's
be.
also
Yeah.
consistent because model work isn't always consistent.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
it's like,
exactly.
oh, cool, I have this like strip thing I can work out every night and make a good amount of money.
I've
Whereas, like,
seen plenty of hot stripper chicks in the Instagram arena or whatever who are strippers as well out here, and they just are mad low key about the stripping thing.
Yeah,
It's like they
definitely.
need that money
Yeah.
consistently.
I mean,
yeah.
there was a guy that I used to
Consistency is
manage
necessary.
who was like, he was probably our most popular male stripper. He was beautiful. And he was actually one who was like a nice guy. He was pretty douchey and cocky, but he was a nice guy. Like very, very good looking. He was actually in college studying to get his PhD in medicine.
Really?
And the minute he retired from stripping is when he graduated to become a doctor.
Wow.
So, I mean, he was literally just doing it because he was really good at dancing and he had a great body and he was very, very attractive and he was the, stereotypical stripping my way through med school.
It sounds like he really has it together. Yeah.
He completely did. And
Yeah.
as
Like
soon
he's
as he
not in debt
graduated,
already.
he became a doctor and he didn't do it anymore. But he didn't do it like, he wasn't ever public about it. He didn't have an Instagram as like his
Right.
Phoenix
Well,
stage name
stripper
or
persona.
anything.
Okay,
like,
so as a female stripper, you're pulling in how much a night?
in Australia,
Let's talk
mean,
America.
Please confirm.
Well, you know,
I've never
please
stripped.
consider
I've
America.
never stripped
Okay,
here,
yeah.
so I don't know.
Have you ever stripped?
No.
No. Okay.
I toured. I actually toured Australia
I'll do
and
it
New
for another
Zealand
show.
for years as the penthouse pet of the year and as a penthouse pet.
So when you do that, do they set you up with these like tours doing
you-
promotion?
Yeah, so I would
Okay,
get flown all around the country to work in different strip clubs.
Right.
But I would earn anything. I mean, I would say not on a feature tour. Like if I was just at my home club in Melbourne, on a Friday night, if I left with less than 1,200, I'd be pretty pissed off about it. Saturday night's 15.
Really?
So it was like I would consistently do 12 and 15, and I would only work Friday, Saturday, but I would do 12 on a Saturday, and that was working from about 10 p.m. until 4.
Right.
Sometimes if I got really drunk and I was like in the vibe and I was having fun, then I would stay until 7 and I could make like $2,000.
But that's Australian, so isn't that like half American? So they'd be like 600,
it's-
750.
Yeah, in American dollars, it's fucked right now because our dollar's worth nothing back
Right.
home.
Okay.
But
But still, you're making a lot of money
it was
in one night.
yeah, it was a lot of money. I would pretty consistently make about $2,500 a weekend.
Would the guys be pulling in that much too?
No.
Not even close.
That's the part where I don't get, where it's like, I got to pay my way through med school. I'm going to strip as a guy. It's like, what are you going to get? A couple $100 a night?
Because the thing is with guys, there's no like I don't know what it's like here. I can only talk about what it's like in Australia. With guys, there are no male strip clubs. There's
so
no
it's all like
club.
There are out here
that's-
though, aren't there?
for a party.
Yeah, there's no clubs.
Yeah, I mean,
that are
I have no
open.
idea.
I mean, no, I honestly have no idea, but I mean, I feel like I've seen signs for them and stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
I've never been to one out here.
there's
I don't
no
even know.
clubs,
Let's
like there's
go
no
after
male
this.
strip clubs that are open,
Down.
7 days a week
Right.
that you can just go in and get a lap dance. Like the strip clubs, there are male strip clubs back in Australia, but they're only open on Saturday night and you have to pre-book your table. And it's a dinner and a show package and they have like set strippers that are booked to come and perform for the night. So it's not like you can just walk in when you're drunk at, 1 a.m. with your friends and be like, yeah, let's get a fucking lap dance. Like,
You ever seen the Dancing Bear videos?
I don't think so. Hey, can I ask this? What if a girl pays for a lap dance from a dude, what is like the extent to which the craziest shit she is able to do with that guy? Because like a lot of people know, you go into the back room with a stripper, maybe you could touch her vagina a little, you could touch her boobs, whatever. That's like probably on
mean-
average how far it goes, but do they get to like jerk the guy off and shit?
I personally only ever worked in clubs where it was very strict no touching.
Just full on. No,
They
so
pay you to
Yeah.
finish you.
Do they?
I would never fucking do that.
Yeah, no,
that
I mean,
happens.
Pay
I
you to
worked in
finish
clubs
you.
where it was like very, very strictly no touching. It's very different in Melbourne to what it was here. In the
Okay.
clubs I worked at, guys couldn't lay a fucking finger on me.
Really? They can't even put their hands out. Really?
No.
Even in the lap dance.
In the
arena?
lap dance rooms,
Really?
they could
Okay.
not touch me, and I won't work in clubs where they can.
So do you feel like when you think about your experiences stripping, did you feel dehumanized?
Not at all. It was
Not at
actually
all?
really cool. I
Okay.
fucking loved it. I miss it. Like, if I went back to Melbourne to visit, I'd go work in the same club I used to because...
You don't do it here because you no need. You're making enough money.
no,
or-
because I don't like the clubs here.
Because they're too
Because
like
it
seedy.
is mostly touching. It is a lot more full on, and I'm not comfortable with that.
Savages.
But the clubs back home, like the thing is, in Australia, I could go to this club or most clubs. I had one club in every city that I could go to, work, get drunk, have fun. I was friendly with all the girls, and it was like being out. It was like
right.
going out and like being with my friends and dancing and drinking and having fun. Except that every now and then we'd go into the VIP room and then guys would pay us, but they couldn't touch us. So we'd get hundreds of dollars just to get naked and dance around and drink with these guys and talk to them and be like, woo, fun party.
Yeah.
But it wasn't ever really that sleazy. Like I personally never felt like I was being sexual.
Did you ever have a guy come in enough where he like was chill and then all of a sudden you dated him?
No.
It's a weird type of the guys who go spend a lot of money
Yeah,
at the
I've
strip
never.
club.
I
right?
would
Yeah.
never ever date someone I met in a strip club.
But let's say
It
you
would
walk
be
into a
an
strip
automatic
club.
like fuck
Well,
no.
let's say Adam, you walked into a strip club with some of your friends just like randomly.
Right.
And boom, all of a sudden you just kind of like felt a connection with the girl. And not
Right.
even like, oh, it's a stripper, I'm in love with her because of her body, but like just like talking to her.
I've dated chicks who've done a lot worse than stripping. I'll tell you that much, Robesman. So yeah, I
Fuckers.
feel like I could tough it out, but I feel like for a lot of guys it would be hard. I do want to say this though, is that the last time that I went to a strip club was in maybe November, and I met this black stripper who
Can you have your birthday at one?
Yeah, my birthday crazy.
This was my
Girls.
friend's.
So did I.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
got
see,
it
I want to
mine.
go to Crazy Girls, and I want to go to
Okay.
Sam's because those are the hardcore downtown LA strip clubs. But I never been to them.
Crazy girls you can drink because they have their
Crazy girls you
bikinis
can
on.
drink. They got pretty wild.
Anyway,
It's pretty wild.
so I meet this stripper. She's like on stage. She comes down, she talks to me. She gets my phone number, and then we hang out. We go and get Chick-fil-A. We go back to my house. We're like cuddling or whatever. And then she all like, I try to make out with her, make out a little bit, and then she's like, I gotta go. She leaves, and the next day I'm texting her like trying to hang
Sends
out
you
with
an
her
invoice.
again. That was for the cuddle, yeah. No, but then she was basically like she styles some rapper, and she was trying to get the rapper on the podcast.
Oh my god.
So that was weird.
So she was trying to use you.
I don't know if she was like trying to like fuck me like in exchange for like.
That's
this.
why I wanted to know him, because I was like, you're so famous. Like, can you help
I can
me
get
out?
Robesman
Just trying to
season
get in the
6.
podcast.
Yeah.
The podcast.
No, but like as soon as she,
No, not for the podcast, just for like the merch.
Oh, the merch.
but she hit me up with that like can I get my boy on the podcast? And I was like, no, I don't think so. And
But okay, do you think she knew before you walked in, or did she
No,
find out
no, she
as
didn't know,
was
but she like
talking to
figured
you?
it out, and I think she like probably didn't want to bang me, but then she figured that this was like a good Hail Mary thing. But then like the funny thing about it though is like she's
She's a
like
down ass girl though.
she's like, why won't you interview him? I'm like, he's just not popping like that, and that was the end of it.
So you think we're popping?
Relatively popping,
Poppin'
yeah.
AF.
I mean, this is his call though. So if people have watched this and they hate this and they're like, because they will be like, why are you interviewing these retarded ass bitches when you should be interviewing these rappers? Blah blah.
Sir.
I'm just saying that is what at least like a few kids will say.
Damn, Daniel.
Damn, Daniel. Yeah, but this is to me is like we need.
I've never met Laura until tonight, but I know that like
I'm okay.
Fia,
Like, I'm decent. I'm
she's not dumb.
Right.
She's okay.
I'm half smart, okay?
She's decent.
But he texted me the other day. He goes, "How do you feel about having Instagram models on?" And I'm like,
I
"Yeah,
didn't
let's
say
do it."
Instagram models.
And,
I said
then
people
he,
who are popping
and then he
on
sends me a
Instagram.
screenshot of Emily's fucking account, and he goes, "Would you want to interview her?" I'm like, "Wow, Robesman really like going to the top of the mountain here because she's like the as far as I know, she's probably like the most well known like hashtag Instagram model, right?"
Is she?
I don't know. I know where she is,
guys
and I
tell
feel like
me.
I don't know
She'd
that many
definitely
chicks
be
like
up
that.
there. Like,
Yeah, definitely. I feel like she wouldn't want to do a podcast.
yeah,
though.
she wouldn't do podcasts.
Really?
It's not really her thing.
Not smart.
No,
Oh,
she's
very
really smart.
Very
Too
intelligent.
smart?
This could be her arena to
I think she's.
shout out all
what I love about her. She's like super soft spoken, and she's just kind of like a little shy.
Does she have like goals towards like?
She was just like in
Like
Maxim
big-
like 2 months ago, like South African Maxim, right?
Emily and
Wasn't she
I
the
met
cover?
because we used to work for the same magazine back in Australia. It was like a FHM type Maxim.
It's like, yeah, she's
thing.
popping on Instagram, but
She
it's
had like
she had
15
modeling.
covers. Like
beyond
she's-
that.
Yeah, she's good. She
Well,
doesn't-
do you guys resent being like typecast as Instagram models?
So I don't even consider myself that.
You know, you're not there.
I'm
yet
like,
in
why
your
do you
mind?
even follow
I'm not
me?
a model anymore. Like I haven't modeled in.
Like you can call me that,
years.
but it's like honestly, I post like my dog or
She's
like
a DJ and she has blue hair.
So what do you consider yourself?
Thank
That's
you.
what I want
I'm
to
a
know.
DJ.
A
It's
DJ,
actually
okay.
true. Like I model sometimes, but I don't like. I used to do that, and it was like just too much.
I just
so
looked. I
stopped.
thought they were just two people who curated this presence, and I was interested by it.
like people know. Like I
Curated
almost.
this presence is a weird
a
way of saying I
retired
think you're
model.
hot.
No,
Well,
I'm just saying
it's
like
But it's like I post like sexy photos sometimes, but it's mainly like me dressing like a dad, and girls are into that.
But I want to know this. Did you guys have sex?
No.
No? You
Didn't
met you
happen.
met on a dating app and you didn't have sex. What happened? Why did you choose not to have sex with each other?
yeah. What happened? You tell him.
What happened?
He was trying to be number 4.
You've had sex with 3 guys?
Well, it's different now, but he was trying to be number 4.
You've only had sex with 3 guys?
I did back in like September.
What the
I was like,
fuck?
so I'm 23. Okay.
That's insane. This
So
is
I was
hard
in a
to believe,
2-year
yeah.
relationship, 17 to 19.
Okay.
Then I was with one guy for like 6 months, 19. Then I was with someone for 3 years,
Right.
19 to 22.
Okay.
And then I met him like 3 or 4 months after my breakup. So I was like kind of like newly back into like trying to date. And I was like, oh, I now live in LA. I don't know how to date. I'm young. I haven't had sex with that many people, so I just like don't.
I'm going to hang out with this weird guy named Robesman and I'm not going to fuck
What he
him.
like said like fucking like really got me was the laser tag. Which
That-
there wasn't even laser tag at the fucking thing.
Yeah. By the way, the Chief Keef show he went to.
It was a mess. Like we got kicked
Chief
out before it
Keef
even
didn't
ended.
show up.
Was this in
Slim
Santa Ana or was it
Jesus-
here?
It was in L.A.
Oh,
It
it
was
was
at
the
the
ham one.
Fonda.
No, the parking lot next to the Fonda, because they Fonda kicked Chief Keef
I remember
out.
this show. This is the night he took the photo with Slim Jesus.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
okay.
Slim Jesus was supposed to come out, and we're like, here it comes. We're about to
Like
see
he was
Slim
like hyping
Jesus.
this up, and I was like, I'm down. Like laser tag, that's tight. Whatever. This is gonna be so sick because I love laser tag.
If you offer up that kind of date to a girl off Instagram,
Well,
I feel
it's
like
like
that's
everyone
how
else
you
is
might
like-
win. That's how you might get it.
But everyone else is like, do you want to grab drinks? And it's like, I
Yeah,
really don't want to
yeah.
fucking get a drink with you. I don't even know you.
That's what I've been told is that you got to be really specific. You got to say this
I'd be
restaurant
impressed
is
if you
open.
were
Let's
invited
go
to
there.
Lady.
This
yeah.
is how it works.
The
You
more
either get to
specific
know
you are,
me,
the worse it is.
You like
or the better
actually
it
get
is.
to know me. or you offer something cool.
Right.
I'm not gonna meet a
Like
random
money.
dude at a no.
I will give you money to have
He
sex
said-
with me.
What's
Does that
funny
work?
though is he was like, hold on, wait, I'm gonna be real. He was like, yo, I got like extra tickets if you're down. And then like when we're hanging out, he's like, I actually didn't. Like I bought these.
Oh,
Don't bag
shit.
yourself out. I'm always telling girls like, yeah, I'm on the list. You want to go to this? But is that douchey? Because it's like, even if it's true, like,
Well, I
think-
definitely wasn't on the list, so I couldn't pull
No,
any kind of list move.
I think if like I'm on the list, I don't think it's douchey because I also have plugs. But
Right.
if you're just like I have extra tickets, it just like doesn't sound like you're trying to flex. And
I
it's
would
just
rather
sound-
say I'm on the list.
Well,
that
after,
sounds way
after
more
the night
tight,
after
yeah.
the night fell apart, I had to like describe to her like what like went exactly down because I was
Because
like,
then they were like, yo, like actually go to this address. And so him and I like walked with like a couple of his friends like down the fucking, and they're like,
Right.
we're not fucking having Chief Keef here. And we're
Yeah.
like, oh, okay. And so then we got like French fries.
and tequila.
French fries, nice. Where'd you get French fries at?
Some bar.
We went to Outpost.
Huh. What's that? I don't know.
It's like right
It's like a
on
bar. I just wanted
Cahuenga.
French fries.
That's really corny, but they have French fries and tequila.
See, I love
And
stuff
ranch.
in my face with food, and it just sucks because I feel like a lot of girls in LA, they don't really like to eat like that. They're on diets and such.
Yeah.
we went to
I
like
guess
a
not you guys,
We
the way
went to
you're
like a
giggling, yeah.
Super Bowl party at like a very
These girls eat food. They don't give a
up there
fuck.
dude, and
That's tight.
he had like made a joke with us, and it was like, oh, like we can order you guys food. I know you don't eat, and I was like laughing. It's like if it was anyone else, I would have been like,
When you say up there,
Sit
dude,
down.
like what, who are you talking about?
NBA player or what?
not gonna
Yeah.
talk-
No, not that kind of up there, a different kind of up there.
Like Instagram up
like I don't
there?
know if I would want to.
Can we say
it. I don't think he
which
would watch it.
which brand? Actor?
Yeah, I don't feel like they would watch.
Gene Simmons.
Gene Simmons?
Up there, dude.
You
Yeah.
just briefly considered that we might not know who Gene Simmons
No,
is?
No,
I
no,
didn't
no. We
say
just
that.
meant like
I
we
said I
didn't
didn't
really
know.
know if we should say it. Like,
Oh,
if we
no, yeah,
Because
that's
we're
fine.
friends with his son, so
Yeah.
like we all went and just
Well,
watched. the Super
yeah,
Bowl.
our friend is friends with his son, so we like went and hung out with them.
That's one thing for me about LA is I only like to hang out with famous or important people in the context of my podcast because I've interviewed all these
See,
cool
like, I
rappers
love
and stuff, and I
Friends.
never hang out with them after.
Like I love Friends. Like I love like.
I would love that too. Like we interviewed Maxo Cream yesterday, one of my favorite rappers. I was thinking, I'm like, yo, I should go to the studio with him after. And then we finished the interview, and I said, no, I'm gonna go home and I'm
Yeah.
gonna smoke weed in bed by myself.
You're
Do you have
all
anxiety or
business.
something?
Nah, I
We've
mean,
chilled 3 times in the podcast.
yeah, and I like that.
But like,
I
what
love
is
it.
that reasoning behind that?
I don't know. I just feel like I'm kind of like in my own world of doing all these. I've been doing podcasts like every night for
My
like
take
weeks
is
and
like
weeks now.
Adam has no jumper. He's on some shit store at the Come Up BMX.
Yeah,
He's
I'm
like a
super
BMX.
busy.
He just does a bunch of shit, and everything
Yeah.
he's doing, he tries to either like make sure that it's either like making him money or getting him laid.
But I haven't gotten laid in so long.
I'm sorry.
the fuck.
My dick is dry as fuck.
Shut
What?
the.
I'm chilling.
You like.
It's your job to agree with me, by
Okay,
the way.
do you
Yes,
guys?
yes,
okay,
yes.
you asked like you said something about her number, and you asked me about
Sit
mine. And I
down.
said I don't know. Do you guys have any idea how many people you've slept with?
I know the
Yeah,
exact
I know.
number.
Wow.
What's your
how
number?
many?
I'm not going to tell you guys.
No,
but
tell us.
that's
It's
fine,
in the
I'm not telling
3
you mine.
figures, I'll tell you that.
That's fine.
Is that all right for me to admit that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's 100
I
plus.
think honesty is way better. Like
I've
my
had a
ex
list since I was.
asked number.
Wait.
Well, this
18.
is good.
Is it still 3?
No.
There's a
I'm
sh-
sorry.
it's not much of a list when you can easily
Cheated on
remember.
me?
But
Write in the comments below if she
But,
cheated
yo,
on
so
me.
from Roseman's perspective,
I'm gonna get
why
a
didn't you
tag
take her on
myself.
18 dates to get the pussy? What happened?
Third date, he didn't kiss me, and I was like, all right. This is
Third
weird.
date, you still didn't try to kiss?
No,
No,
we
we'd
were
already-
already fine by the second date.
Fine, what does that mean?
I'm not getting into this. Third date.
Well, you jerked him off.
No. Okay, third date. We're not getting into this. People are gonna watch this. This is
Yeah,
so
that's the whole
awkward.
point. Yeah, and they're gonna know you
People
jerked
are gonna
Roseman
watch
off in an
this.
Uber,
So bad.
I met Fee at a weird point in my life.
where you wanted to get jerked off in an Uber. That's not that weird. I want to do that too. Yeah.
No, we had some fun dates, and then we had like dates where I was just like my head was somewhere else.
Really?
And I was
Like
like,
date one, tight. Date two, tight. Date three, I felt the awkwardness,
Not
and then
tight.
like I got out of the Uber and like no kiss. I was like, all right, that's chill, whatever. And then that was like it.
See, I'm not like that. I would never let any of my emotions show through and like the hanging
He's a
out. Like I could
Pisces.
put on a show no
He's a
matter what. Like I
Pisces.
will convince you that I'm the fucking happiest guy on earth. Like
I'm
for
a sad boy.
really?
Yeah.
See, I don't do that.
See, my thing is like I've kissed everyone that I've been on a date with from like Bumble and because I went through a phase where
You
I was
always make out with them,
going-
really. You never been on one that was so bad that you were like, no, I'm not.
No,
kissing you?
I've never been on a bad date ever.
Wow, really?
Yeah, but I'm very selective. Like I don't go on dates with people unless I'm really sure that it's going to be good.
Is this a date, by the way?
Yeah.
Yes.
we're drinking
It-
rose.
But
I
you guys have
hope
already
so.
ruled out sex. I have not been ruled out sexually
Oh yeah,
for
I'm
any
gonna
of
fuck
you.
you later.
Yeah, exactly. You might do it too. I consider you kind of more likely than them.
I'm gonna give
lube,
Fee a
with
hand
the
job in the
lube.
car.
But
on the way
I've
home,
never
so-
interviewed anybody I've had sex with, and I'm anticipating the day that it does happen. Either that I do
I
an
wish
interview.
that already happened, so it'd be even more awkward. It'd be like, oh, this is so funny.
No, I swear to God, I want you to bring on some of your ex-girlfriends and like 2 ex-girlfriends of yours,
them.
me and you here, and I want
See,
to.
that's the problem is that I have one ex-girlfriend that's like super poppin', but she's like married, and like she texted me the other day, like basically just trying to talk shit, like because I
I
haven't
just
talked.
realized my mom's probably gonna watch this all proud and like.
Fuck, your mom's chill. Yeah, shut up,
Mom's
mom.
actually really chill.
But,
What's up, Mom?
but this
Subby.
this one girl would be such a good one. But like she was texting me the other day, like basically just wanting to argue about some bullshit, and I was like, "Get me fucking interviews. Like I'm not gonna interview you, but you owe it to me. Like get me."
Wait, it's your ex-girl?
Who
and
is
she's
it?
starting
What'd she
argues
do?
with you?
She's Hey, that was a good flex right there. Like I fucking they like the girl that I just named. Yeah,
Her style's
dude.
tight.
I gotcha.
You're in.
Right, I'm on.
she was cool. We had a
So,
fun time.
Adam, where do you plan on taking Laura on your first date?
Oh wow.
Because you better have a good answer right now.
Yeah,
it
because you
seems
really
like-
souped it up there by talking about like I'm gonna take you to this cheap keep show and I'm
Yeah.
gonna take you for these
Yeah.
You
French
took me to
fries.
such cool stuff.
Yeah.
Where would I?
I'm
take
pretty
it?
hard to impress. Just
That's what I'm
Second
saying.
date was Lala's. That was impressive.
I
I mean,
feel like,
okay, second date because this is the first date.
bruh, I don't really have a lot going on for me in terms of my ability to flex besides just personality. That's like, in my opinion, that's all I have to offer is just the talking.
better-
I just
okay.
talk.
Where are you gonna go?
I don't fucking care. Wherever
Okay,
we
we're
go,
doing a
yeah.
picnic
Just
at
nowhere
Griffith
with
Park.
comedy.
Go-karts.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Go-karting.
saying. Like, we're not gonna go to a
Six
comedy
Flags.
club.
Oh,
and
we're
then-
going to a sad movie.
No way.
Rom-com.
There's no way.
We're gonna go watch Schindler's List.
That's
Oh
what.
my
When you were talking about your favorite
God.
comedy, I was thinking about saying Schindler's List, which I saw a couple of years ago, and it's fucked. That movie is so brutal that it's like unbelievable.
You know that shit happened.
Yo, I've fucking been to Auschwitz. Like I've seen that shit. Like
I've been to Germany mad times. I'm like, there's always somebody that wants to go to the Holocaust Museum or whatever, and I'm just like, nah. Also, you see,
I've been to actual Auschwitz in Poland.
really?
We need to
fucked
bomb.
up.
We need to bomb Germany again. If you go over there and
Fact.
see that shit, bomb them again.
Bomb Germany. Hashtag bomb
Sorry,
Germany.
We're coming for you.
Fuck Germany.
Yo. Damn, Germany back with the white
Damn,
vans.
Germany.
Should we end this?
Yeah. I think
All
we're
right,
coming
Yeah.
off the rails.
It's like-
How far are we?
We're super far, and we're like almost 2 hours in.
Holy God! If you watch this whole thing till right now, you're
We didn't even get,
get a
into
life.
crazy shit that we could have
Yo,
gotten so crazier.
let me do one more thing. A taxi
69.
driver plays us while he drives his taxi, this no jumper.
Yeah.
And he was like hitting me up on Twitter. So shout out to the taxi driver if you got to this point again.
Shout out to anybody who's watching this because they're excited about the idea of us having babes on. Because I've done women on here before, but they were never like model types or
I
whatever.
feel like we've been
so I
pretty
feel like,
candid about.
No, you
sex
guys have
and
been
stuff
cool as hell. You
tonight,
guys have
Yeah,
been cool as
totally.
hell. Thank you.
can we get the no jumper Instagram shout out? That's the real question: is how many views do Instagram models bring in?
Again, they're not Instagram models. This
Okay,
is a
whatever.
DJ girl with blue hair.
Hashtag girls who are hot on Instagram. How many views do they bring in? We
Well,
don't know.
yeah, if they decide to post about this podcast, we'll see what happens.
Right, and I'm
I
interviewing.
want to take a picture with Tony and post it.
No
Yeah,
doubt that's definitely
it.
happening. But this is the thing: is that also I'm interviewing a porn babe tomorrow. 2 porn babes. So we're gonna see who does more views.
Oh shit.
These girls will.
We don't know.
The
Which
porn
porn
babes.
babes is it?
I'll tell you afterwards.
All right. Well, that about does it, you guys.
Thanks for
so
tuning
much.
in.
I want to thank our
Thanks for
sponsors
having us.
right now: Miraval, Cody's Day Province,
Yeah,
Rosé,
he said he was bringing 2
Shout
bottles
out
of
Chateau
Rosé.
de Saint Martin. It's a Cru Class A rosé.
Thank you,
Found
Red
at your
Bull.
local
I
Gelson's.
didn't even
And-
drink this Red Bull because
and
I was
Chips
drinking.
Ahoy.
Chips Ahoy, Chewy. Hit me
Apple.
up, robesman.com
And drink.
for t-shirts. And also, as always,
Stay live.
People at home, if you hate Robesman on this podcast, let me know.
Everyone comment how much you hate Robesman.
Hashtag
please.
Grinch69.
I like Robesman on here though. I think Robesman's popping, and I like the idea of Robesman bringing in random babes.
do
but
this again.
Hey, yeah, let's do this again.
Thanks,
thank you very much to the girls for coming through and tune in. YouTube, SoundCloud, iTunes. Send us the follow. Send us the subscribe, and also on Twitter, nojumper.com, DOTCOM spelled out, and also Instagram as well. And Robesman, you look like you have something on the tip of your tongue here.
let's get to it, bruh.
He wants to drink more. You guys want to go to the bar next door?
Let's go.
Sure.
Wow, it's lit. All right.
All right, bye.
Thank you very much to everybody who watched this whole thing. Peace.
Shots out.
Dude, that was amazing.
You like to do the after thing? You always have a few seconds of the after thing. I know you're going to keep this.
Yeah, it's always a little bit without the audio track.